Yo. Once again, we back. This is Just the Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
You know, it's Do It Media Sundays. My dog Drew couldn't make it, but of course, my dog Sweet Precious Jones took over the boards.
I'm right here in the building. The old man is in the building.
The old man? He ain't that old, bro. Don't do that, man. How y'all feeling, man? What's
I'm
going
feeling
on,
good,
y'all?
man. Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Where, man?
Seth, what's been up with you, man? How you been doing?
Man, I've been laying low. I just went and got a job again, so I'm back out here. So people will be seeing me again in the public, but I've been doing good. Just raising these kids, man. Trying to secure this bag before the world ends.
Hey, man, it's just a war over there, man. Don't bring that over here, man. don't bring that stuff over here, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah,
That's what I was gonna start off with, man. What's your thoughts on that Ukraine war, man? Ukraine-Russian war.
that's them boy business, man.
Y'all see that video of the Ukraine people denying the Africans on the train and shit?
That's them boy business, man.
Immediately, I was like, see? Ukrainians don't. Everybody shit on us, no matter where we.
Hey, racism
this
is
shit's
everywhere,
global.
man.
This shit global, bro.
Racism
You know
is
what I'm
global,
saying?
man.
I'm coming down here. I'm seeing signs that say "Pray for Ukraine." I'm like, man, people don't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who am I praying for? I'm praying for my people, man. When it comes down to it, but that's their business at the end of the day, man. That is, they always remind you who fuck with you, who don't fuck with you. So
That shit ain't nothing but a war ego anyway.
yeah, like that's them. That's why I say that's their business, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all just want access to their ports and shit.
The only jewel I could drop about the war is follow the money.
oh yeah,
Look at all
of
the
course.
countries, follow the money.
And they ain't really had independence from them that long.
30 years.
30 years? That's what I thought. It wasn't that much older than me.
But Putin invested billions into them.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine you, say for instance, y'all boy separated, and I give Mo millions of dollars to help him do a podcast, and then he go to you to fill out a contract, be like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to still fuck with Mike. That's what's happening right now.
So who is Ukraine fucking with?
Ukraine's fucking with NATO.
Yeah, the NATO.
They was begging to get into NATO because they felt like Russia wouldn't invade. But because Putin had already gave them money and allowed them to be independent for 30 years, because their lineage goes back to the Soviet Union. They all intertwined. So I mean, this is like a family beef people need to stay out of. But my concern was I care about war because people die, but I also care about how they're going to end up getting other people involved. It could end up spiraling out of control, and that's how these things start.
Yeah.
And that's why people need.
So they
pay
trying to
attention.
link up with NATO, and Russia's like, nah, bro. Like, how can you do that?
He already said, nah, fuck that. You ain't going to do that at all. Matter of fact, just because you asked, we about to come take y'all ass.
They don't have their own leadership? Because I'm not.
Yeah, they have a president, and Ukraine has a president. But I mean, I'm right now, to be honest with you, dog, I fuck with Putin, dog. Because Putin flexing his muscle like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what y'all boys say. I told them boy no, and now I'm going to show them boy.
Because he gave them money, basically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Off top.
So they're basically indebted
it's
to
more
him.
involved than that.
Well, yeah, but
he
basically
wants
they're
the
indebted
old
to them.
Soviet Union back, but he knows he can't get that. So he's going to take what he can get while he can get it. And right now is the most opportune time because China's flexing too. And nobody knows what China thinks. And if they were to combine, then everybody in the world know that we all the trouble.
Well, I saw this Twitter post from a verified, looked like a news media outlet. Let me pull it up. Talking about casualties so far. Updated numbers of Russia's casualties and other losses as of February 27, according to Ukraine's defense ministry. So, 4,300 troops, 27 planes, 26 helicopters, 146 tanks, 49 artillery pieces, 706 armored personnel carriers, 1 Buk system, 4 grass systems, 30 cars, 60 fuel tanks, 2 drones, 2 ships and patrol boats. I don't feel like I feel like he's selling wolf tickets as far as other countries though.
That's
Getting involved.
That's what we watched all week. He said we're doing a military exercise.
He said if we get involved, then it will basically pay for that shit. But
yeah, he didn't say a nuclear war like they saying on the internet.
I think that
he
shit
just said
cap.
They will feel a wrath like no other.
I think that's cap.
I don't think so.
I think it is.
I think
how
Putin
long-
is
how- yeah, like-
he's been isolated long enough.
I mean, yeah, he don't have no.
He's
They
the
don't have no
redheaded
allies.
stepchild of the world. Like, don't forget.
I
these
mean,
people-
Russia is pretty big.
Russia is humongous, and they got probably 1 billion people now.
But we had the
For all
biggest
I fucking know,
military-
They close to 1 billion people in their population. Them boys huge.
Yeah, they closed, but we still had the biggest military in the world.
We still had
But that's when. But look,
we
me-
won't go. We're not even getting involved.
I mean, that's
Trust
what
me.
they say, but I mean, at the same time, I put it to you like this: like other countries, they hate us, right? We're probably the most hated country in the whole fucking world. But at the same time, too, nobody fuck with us, and they don't fuck with us for a reason. That's all I'm saying. So when they say, "Oh, if we get involved, they'll feel wrath," like I'm not really buying that. I'm not buying that. That's just me. It could be possible,
when
but
do you buy it though?
why don't I buy it?
When do you buy it?
When motherfuckers actually do what they say they gonna do.
It's too late then.
No, it's not too late, bro. You listen at all. Look at all the times throughout history, and I think that's why people don't. Anybody who's ever did something to us on USA soil, they paid for it they paid for it like real bad.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
But
Japan,
You could also look at our track record when it comes to our last couple of wars.
but I mean, we
That's
was
why
over
we
in
don't
Iraq
need-
for 20 years for nothing.
We don't need to pry in other people's business. We know we weren't.
That's what
didn't
I'm
need
saying.
to
We
be.
wasn't
I
even
have-
supposed to be over there.
I have peers that I grew up with that went over there 2 and 3 times and will tell you we had no right being over there. We didn't even need to. That shit was a farce.
We was over there for 20 years looking for what? And then when we left,
Oh,
see
oh.
what our problem is? We
Oil
get
and
involved.
gold.
We get involved with other people's affairs, and then we leave people hanging. So we went over there. As soon as we left, Taliban took the shit right back over. We should have made sure those people were straight before we even left. So we set up camp over there for 20 years for what? Then Vietnam had no business being in it.
Every war we do the last few years since World War II, we've had no business being in.
And I'm not saying that, we're not supposed to, in a perfect world, you're supposed to look out for people, make sure people good, world peace, da-da-da-da. But certain shit just ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah. And in this instance, this doesn't have nothing to do with it. I can see them supporting them, yeah. I don't blame them.
Shit,
You
I
can
read that
support
we
them.
already supporting them like with military weapons.
Yeah, we
Ukraine.
got aid training. Them boys training them how to use those javelins. They're sending over tech stuff to them to help them. So
This shit just get real deep because we was even training the people who took over fucking Iraq.
we did that in every war. Look at what the CIA trained Osama bin Laden for the Afghanistan war against Russia. They did that. He was a CIA operative.
I heard he was once an ally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That boy was in cahoots. His family lives over here. Like this is
He
all
still
facts.
got family over here.
And then
like-
we turned it back
this is
on him, and
facts.
then that's why he did what he did. Basically, this shit nasty.
It's always nasty, but just follow the money. That's all.
I mean, but war is just. And then on top of that, war generates money.
That's what I'm saying. Follow the
So-
money, and you'll see why they do it. They're gonna push if we donate and all of this stuff. For instance, Ukraine ain't the only country that we supply weapons. And
No,
ammo to.
not one. Yeah,
There's a
of course I
ton
know
of them.
that.
So where do you think they're producing those here? Who owns those companies? Americans. And that's who gets the contracts. They fill these contracts and they make trillions, not billions, trillions, fucking
trillions of dollars.
So they want to use them. And every 100 odd years, we have a major war because we got all these new weapons and all these egos and all these Oyimbos running countries, period.
That's
So-
what it's all about at the end of the day. Ego. My dick bigger than yours. And you not gonna tell me what I can't do. I
just
saw a
hate-
tweet. I saw a tweet from their verified account last year, Ukraine, basically on some funny type shit, talking about like Russia was like a scorned ex or some shit like that. This shit, real shit. This from their verified account.
Now look at y'all.
I mean, the size. I mean, you could look at the map. The size don't even compare. I've been seeing videos of civilian buildings getting hit, tanks rolling over civilian cars, all type of shit. And the one that I saw, the person actually walked away from that shit. They survived.
That's a blessing.
Hell yeah. So y'all think a World War III is coming?
I think this is the closest. If it don't happen, this is the closest we're going to get to one. Besides it like actually happening. But like shit, this is how this shit starts though.
So these niggas wanted to link up with NATO, and Russia was just like, nah, you can't do that. And now we here. on top of other reasons. Do you know NATO Jenkins?
I don't know NATO Jacobs.
See, I thought you talking about I know a brother named NATO Jenkins. I don't talk about people behind their back. See, do you know NATO Jenkins? R.I.P. to Bernie Mac, man. That shit was hilarious. You know Twitter was gonna roll out with the jokes as soon as that shit popped off.
NATO Jacobs.
You know, so I know a brother back in the day named NATO Jenkins. I thought you talking about NATO Jenkins. But I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't think that shit really gonna. As far as us though, I don't feel like. I just don't see it. Like I'm just looking over like recent history and how we're always getting threatened with shit. I don't see it to a point where it'll be too many lives lost, man. If this shit was really getting into like a nuclear war, bro, that's way too many lives lost. I don't think nobody is they don't want to risk that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the thing about with shit like this. You don't know what the other side is willing to do. You know, to exert they will. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it sounds good to say that, but
you ever see us losing the war? Anything is possible. I'm just talking about us.
I don't see us losing a war. I do see. I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime, but I do see like something actually happening on U.S. soil, though. It's possible. It's very possible.
A war on U.S. soil would be crazy, bro. Because you got to think, we not like other countries.
Nah, we savage.
And we got other laws that other countries don't have. We got right to bear arms.
No, I'm going to say this right.
I just don't see that.
I just gotta say this. If there's ever a war on U.S. soil, people, they wouldn't want to fight. They would have to de-arm even the pop. They would be going after regular civilians because everybody is carrying. We're one of the most violent nations in the world. It's just controlled chaos. Like, there's countries that are horrible because they have poverty.
Yeah.
We're wealthy and we kill on a regular. Our homicide rates excel any country almost around the world, except for some African corridor. And that's because they're at war.
Yeah.
You know, those are tribes.
And they don't have what we have.
Just saying. You know, niggas be gun holder. Look how many shootings was just last night. These niggas be running around. Oh, we can go kill? And them boy pay us? They'll be dropping off ammo and weapons to people. Bro, it'll be chaos.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't see it on USA soil, bro.
Hey man, anything's possible though. You know what I'm saying?
Anything
like,
is possible.
I'm not saying
you
I'm
imagine
not saying
just imagine.
I'm not saying niggas here wouldn't be down to shoot. No, I'm just saying like the possibility of something like an event happening on U.S. soil is not impossible.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just talking about in terms of other countries willing to take it there. You would imagine if that, let's hypothetically speaking, if there was a war to really pop off on USA, so you got tanks rolling down the street, you got motherfuckers from other countries walking down the street shooting. Mm-hmm. Niggas is itching to use their guns, bro. Eager to come out the crib and start dumping some shit. Other countries don't really got it like that. Like you look at the other civilians in other countries, like Ukraine, for example. Them people just be in their house scared as fuck.
Yeah.
They don't really have, and I don't know their gun laws. They don't have no weapons to go to. I got homies who got like 20-something plus guns.
No, it's niggas who stockpile weapons waiting for that type of day.
Waiting for that type of day. You get what I'm saying? So I don't ever see a time where they really be willing to send their people over here on USA soil and get that shit popping like that, bruh. I just don't see it. Maybe it might be some arrogance in me saying that. I don't know. That's why they don't like us anyway, because they feel like overall as a country, we just some arrogant
That's what I be
motherfuckers.
saying. Like, it be reasons why these other countries don't fuck with us. Like,
but that's the way our country is, though. I'm just talking about in terms of the laws and our gun laws and our rights. Like, other countries don't have rights. Other countries, you can't even have a gun except for their military and their government personnel. Right. Us is different. We can just wake up every day. Yo, what you about to go do? I'm about to go head downtown, go grab some food, shit like that. Just the freedom to go places wherever you want. Other countries don't have that. So you imagine they come over here, start dumping some shit. Oh no, that shit would not go over well for the other country, bro. It would not. Japan got that shit popping on Pearl Harbor, and you see what happened to them, right?
Yeah, but that was over. We getting close to that's been 80 years.
That was what, 1940 something, right?
It's like
41
or 41. It was.
Yeah,
I believe
it was like
41.
40.
And what happened ever since then? Niggas kept their mouth shut.
Well, they've had to because Germany and Japan have both been very quiet. I mean, they have to be because they were antagonists in the last major war.
100% facts.
They've had to be, but I don't.
I think the
even
times are
if they
different.
attack us, I mean, it's still very possible. And now that they're doing all of this, I just say it's more possible because somebody's finger could easily. What if, even if Vladimir Putin has a rogue general, say they get mad about something happens, they can launch a nuke. And
They could.
If they launch one, then somebody might launch one.
That's
in
what I'm saying.
retaliation.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a whole nother type of pissing match now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
that's
like,
all it takes, and that's why I was like,
I think
just
with
pay
advanced,
attention.
I just think with advanced technology and what times is you talking about the last World War was 1940 something, right? So that's 80 something years ago. Times in technology is way different. Not saying that this shit can't happen. I'm not saying that, but I'm just talking about in terms of the way weapons have advanced, technology has advanced. You're able to intercept certain shit now. Like it's just way different. Like our intelligence is way more advanced now. I just don't. If they are really willing to risk that, then so be it. But I just don't. I don't see it in terms of us. Now, as far as between Russia and Ukraine, they gonna have to charge that shit to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too much about Ukraine's military, but it don't look like they're a match for Russia. I would have to see the casualties on their end because they have they damn near have 1 billion people, like Seth said earlier. Their military strong. But if we was ever to get to a world war, it's like, and then Russia don't really got no allies because they pretty much stood alone their whole life. But you got to think over there, who would link up with them? In simple terms.
It's gonna be kind of hard pressed for them. In that aspect, so who knows, man?
Crazy world.
How y'all think it's gonna affect us economy wise?
I mean, we already seeing it. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I went and got gas Friday night, bro.
You use regular or premium?
I use regular, and I still feel it. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. When it's time for Biden to get the fuck on, I'm helping him pack his shit personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm helping him pack his shit personally, bro. I spent almost 60 beans filling my tank up, bro.
Nigga, that's crazy.
Fucking crazy.
Nigga, you know how much it costs? When I first got my car, it cost $37 to fill up. You know how much it cost me to fill up last night?
No, how much?
$45.
That's
you
not
talking about
bad.
$60.
Bro, my shit was almost 50. Like it was like in the mid 50s.
I use
bro.
premium. Premium 409, and it costs
I
me $45 to fill up.
I don't know how much gallons in your tank though.
Probably about 12 to 13.
No, you got like an 18-gallon tank.
You sure?
I'm pretty certain.
I'm sure, bro. When I go fill up, that shit be like around 11, 12, bro.
It's probably, well, maybe 15-gallon. Because that is the, yeah. I remember now. It's got to be, it's like a 15 to 18-gallon tank.
You got eco fuel?
Yeah, my shit eco, bro.
That's crazy. 60?
Yeah.
If regular gas.
That's what mine was. I went to Costco.
My shit
I gotta
premium,
get
bro.
premium. Yeah, you know we got to get
Because premium 409.
It's like, I think it was $3.79 at Costco. It went up to like $3.80.
See, that's why they should be packed the fuck up.
Yeah.
Walmart too. The Walmart by the outlet, motherfuckers, they had a line of cars right there. I was like, God
That one
damn.
always packed.
Because they got the
always
cheaper
packed.
gas.
Shit, when I was in DC, when my mom would go fill up at Costco, that shit used to be swinging all the time. Like bumper to get in that motherfucker, bro.
And you think it's going to continue to just go. My boy in Cali, he costs him $95 to fill up.
Yeah, I think we ain't even hit summertime yet, bro. Like when niggas really traveling. So yes,
Nigga that say regular gas right now is $5.15 over there.
that's wild. I ain't going nowhere.
If I'm taking somebody somewhere, they got the ante up.
They got to ante up, bro. That $10 shit not cutting it.
$10 for 2 gallons?
That shit not cutting it, bro.
Fact.
That shit not.
Now imagine on a week-to-week basis, you damn near spending $100 a week. Niggas can't afford that. The average nigga can't afford that.
Bro, it's niggas who got it like that who still complain about that shit because it's like, bro, like that shit still affect your budget at the end of the day, bro. Like, damn, like you ain't trying to account for that shit like that, brother. You know, at the end of the day, like niggas still gonna want to save some money where they can save some money at, bro. So it's like, damn.
But you got to think, like Seth said earlier too, all this shit generate money. So do I think Biden is a big dog in the sense where he would get the shit popping? No. But for some paper, yeah. Because he ain't the war type.
Economy wise, when shit was like this the last time, he had his hand in it too. He was part of the administration too. So it's like it's a trend with him. Like when the economy's failing, he got his hand in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
So this shit basically just like a revolving cycle.
It's a revolving cycle with this dude.
I don't feel like we should get involved in that shit, man.
I don't think so neither. That's not our business to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking as a black man, like just seeing what I've seen from both sides of that war. Like,
I mean, when I saw the video pop up on the TL yesterday, I'm like, go figure.
it's not surprising.
Like, am I surprised that they are denying Africans to get on trains to leave and stuff? No, I'm not.
So at what point, to y'all, both of y'all, if he decides to go past Ukraine, to what point or extent do you think the U.S. should get involved?
That's a good question. I mean, I'm gonna tell you.
It depends on how much people they losing. I'm just speaking from the USA sense, not my sense. From their mindset, it's gonna boil down to how much are you willing to lose. Also, shit that really ain't got nothing to do with you. Just like with Vietnam, you know how much people we lost behind that shit. Then on top of that, black people.
Draft 3 of my uncles. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 18, 19 years old. Then to come back, you wasn't shit when you came back.
But it's still gonna be the same thing for black people now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what really has changed from then to now? But like how Seth said, though, like how you said, like it really comes down to how many people we losing, how many people getting lost. That's all it comes down to.
It's gonna boil down to the casualties.
Yeah, casualties.
I just don't think that it would get to a point where we would ever. It probably wouldn't be like most in my lifetime. I'm just going based off the facts. Just the fact that we have the biggest military in the world. So if it was ever get to the point or that, I just don't see a point where we would ever retreat.
We have the most advanced technological military in the world. It's no longer the largest.
Who's bigger than us?
China, for sure. I already looked it up. I looked at a bunch of shit that night.
Well, they got like
I was curious to
1.4
see
billion
what-
people,
Yeah,
right?
China,
They have the largest. military.
But they got the largest
They're
population in
just
the
not
world.
Number one, they have a fleet with updated ships that can conquer ours, but they don't have the air power that we do in this air superiority, and that's what matters in battle because you got to be able to cover troops. That's why we always hit number one. Other than that, we are not the largest military, bro. I can promise
When it
you.
comes to
we're not the largest.
manpower, like them boys.
Well,
we have
manpower, yeah.
less
Well,
and
we
less
don't got that much people anyway. It's only like what 380 million Americans.
Yeah, we got a good bit of people here now. We could still, they would call the draft up if it was ever that extensive. But I'm gonna tell you right now.
Tell you right now, hey, what was that tweet we saw the other day when Dog talking about some y'all ready to go to war? Dog had the keys, and the cell was right behind the keys.
Y'all going AWOL or y'all hopping on that plane?
I'm not fucking with no war, man.
Oh, I'm past the draft age. I'm glad to say that.
What's the draft age?
It was like 18 to 36, something like that.
And what year are we talking about?
Shit, I would think
That was from like 60s, 70s, right?
they change it depending on the time, though. So they can change it at any time. They can extend it to 40.
It would have to be dire for them to do a draft, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
It had to be dire.
It would have to be dire.
Call me Mr. Muhammad Ali, man, because I ain't fucking with that shit, bro. That's just real shit.
Real shit.
Real shit, like, I'm not fighting them people back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Times is way different. See, 40s and 50s and all that. Like I said, the last World War was 40s. Okay, so then you had Vietnam. That was late 60s, 70s. The draft was, you really ain't had no choice. Especially if you was a young black
You
male.
was a young black man. You had no choice.
18, 19, fresh out of high school. You going. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about
Got
that.
to.
But now, times is different, man.
I ain't doing that shit for these people, bro.
It would
You
have to.
going,
That's what
bro?
I'm saying. It would have to be dire. Except say we have the most advanced military.
They taking us to Fed? They taking us Fed, or we going to county jails? Where we going?
No, that's federal.
That's federal.
Hey, let's go.
That's federal. They wouldn't be able to lock up. I know, yeah, a lot of people would not do it, but they will lock up a good amount of people. But I mean, I don't really think it'll ever get to that extent.
It would have to, like I said, it had to be catastrophic.
Yeah. Oh, I will say this though, we don't have those. Well, they don't have it publicly released, but we don't have those hypersonic missiles. China and Russia do. Hypersonic missiles is the newest shit, and both of them got them. We don't. We need to upgrade our missile defense system badly because that shit is way outdated. So if anybody did decide to strike us with anything, our defense system is in question. But knowing the USA and how they like to withhold information from the public.
That's probably on purpose.
You know,
Yeah.
it's probably on purpose, and that's what
It's
I would love
it's
to
a strategy.
think that much of my government, but I don't put nothing past nobody.
I feel like that's just a bait.
In a way, I do too.
You fuck
In a
around
way, I
if you
do
want
too.
to think we don't got this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they got those new. They got some new.
You don't want to show your whole hand.
Yeah, they got some new shit on these ships, bruh. Like they had one ship that was costing them too much, and they produced a couple of them.
Bro,
this
I
shit
tell you
is
right now,
so nasty.
As far as because like you said, China outnumbers us as a people, right? They got 1.4. We got about 300 some million. But in terms of land, it's no telling what is under this land. As far as USA territory, what's under this land that they can just pop up at any moment and be like, you done fucked up. Like we could be on King Street one day and that motherfucker just open up with some shit that we ain't never known about if it was to ever get that bad. Like, am I telling a lie?
No, you telling the truth.
It would be more in North Charleston, but yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you
You get what I'm saying?
It'll be like North Charleston, Goose Creek area.
because they got plenty of
They
shit.
got
And you got to
plenty
think
of
we
top secret shit out here.
Yeah.
we have ports, so it would be hard for me to believe that we don't have something over there that if it was ever get that bad, that they don't have some shit to be like, all right, you ain't about to fuck with our ports. We got this shit right here, ready to go. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
No,
I
that's
don't know.
that's 100% accurate. Like
Some shit can come out the
you're
water,
not,
bro.
When you dealing with war, you're not supposed to tell niggas exactly what you got. So I'd be like on some you think we don't got this shit? You can fuck around if you want to. You get your shit wiped the fuck clean.
Niggas had cannons shooting from the battery all the way over, and that was 1800s.
Them shit still out there too.
Them shit's still out there. You telling me that they didn't done planning some shit over there probably? If it was to get that bad? No, sir. No, sir. They got something down there by that battery that if y'all motherfuckers ever want to try to pop some shit off, we ready. We ready. Real shit. It's way more too advanced now. I was speaking of, y'all remember on In Too Deep when Dawg was shooting the gun out the car? One hit shit. I seen a video of these Ukrainians. I guess it was a Russian plane, right? The one been shooting at the shit. One hitting nothing.
You're not hitting no fucking airplane.
They
bro.
wasn't hitting shit, bro. I'm talking about these shit is firing off. One hitting shit. I said, God damn, y'all niggas suck. I said,
You ain't gonna hit no plane
You
from the
hitting no
ground.
plane,
Like
bro.
that shit is damn near almost impossible.
First off, that shit moving way too fast. Like it's just too much factors into that, bro. You shooting a gun at a plane?
no, these is missiles from the ground though.
They shooting missiles. I don't know, man.
These niggas wasn't hitting shit. It was getting up there. They just wasn't hitting. Dawg was ducking them shit.
All I'm gonna say is this,
I don't know if
man,
it speaks to him or it speaks more to them. Like, oh, y'all niggas just suck.
it's a difference between playing Warzone and actually having to actually do this shit for real.
Oh,
Like,
you know, you saw them tweets on the TL. Them shit was hilarious.
hey man, it's a big difference, bro. It's a major difference.
When you really got to get in that shit. Because, to be honest with you, a lot of that shit is just doing it from the base. But what you really got to do, imagine you take a nigga who played Call of Duty, now he really got to go do that shit for real, for real. That nigga probably be shitting up. Like, nigga, this is not PS5, nigga.
I just was running on that shit yesterday, bro. Me and my little cousins.
Hey, them niggas is way too nasty with that shit, man. I suck. I ain't played that shit about 10 years, but when I was playing online, I be playing motherfuckers from Europe and shit. I used to clean my head off.
Yeah, they cleaning.
I get spawned, I get killed again. Spawn, kill again.
You gotta play with people who you gotta play with people who better than you, and then you just gotta grow your skill set from there. That's what I'm doing.
Like, I suck. And I can't get off of shit. But we'll see what happens with this shit, man. Hopefully we don't get to mind our damn business. That's our problem. We always not minding our business. So I want to make sure I get this woman's name right. Katanji Jackson. She's the first black woman to be on Supreme Court. I think that happened a couple days ago on the 25th. What y'all think about that?
That's good for her.
You don't think that does anything for us?
No,
Why do you think that?
I mean, with you said she's the first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I had to give her some time, but I don't I don't see how it affected my day to day. But I mean, it is what it is.
Let me see.
I know my Dr. Umar has some words for it.
What did he say?
he'll just post a picture with nothing, with no caption. He posted a picture of her and her husband with that bunny.
White dude?
Yeah.
Oh man, here we go.
Oh, she's married to a white guy?
All of them are. All the candidates were.
So who were all the candidates?
It was like 6 or 7 other black judges who
Male and woman.
No, all female. He was all considering for that role.
And all of them was married to white men.
All of them.
I mean, in these
all of them, Seth. All of them.
All right.
So that's why you had the reaction. I didn't know.
I'm gonna try to.
That's why you had the reaction that you had.
It's good for her.
I guess being in law school and working at firms, a lot of these women.
No brothers there. That's what you saying?
There's not enough brothers there.
What you mean not enough?
There's already a shortage. Let me be the devil's advocate. There's already a shortage. Mm-hmm. I don't know nothing about her to say anything. I don't talk about people I didn't do any research into the nominee. I don't really pay attention to the Supreme Court stuff. I probably should, but I really don't.
I saw some people throwing out some of her resume about how, as far as how she prosecute black people, and it wasn't in a positive light. I don't have it on my phone, but I did read some of it. I mean, but I don't know, man. That's all I can really say. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I gotta see what she do.
I just don't ever pay attention to the judicial side of it.
That's what I mean. I don't really
believe in our judicial system.
Exactly.
Period. So I don't think that I should pay attention because I'm always going to be against it.
So let me read this quote from Natasha Brown.
I agree, sir.
She said, "We need a voice on the Supreme Court that can weigh in on opinions from the perspective of those who've been deeply marginalized." Black Voters Matter co-founder Latasha Brown told CNN, and I think to be a public defender, she chose to do that. She didn't have to do that. That says something to me about her awareness that every single person deserves to have access to justice. Jackson's nomination comes during a political season in which the U.S. Supreme Court and the Republican Party are curtailing broad access to the ballot box via court rulings and bills that disproportionately disadvantage voters of color. According to Brown, Jackson may be just the person needed to meet the challenges of the current democratic crisis. So yeah, man, it just remains to be seen, man. I just want shit to be fair, man.
It states that one of her relatives was wrongly locked up, like convicted of a crime they didn't do.
They didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only other thing I see. I don't know.
I just want to get to a point where the shit just fair across the board, man, as far as convictions, justice being served. We just hit 10 years since Trayvon Martin got killed last week. Yeah. That's crazy in itself to believe. That was 2012. That's crazy.
It's crazy that George Zimmerman is still alive.
He's always going to be alive. I charged that to the game, too. Niggas ain't really going to do nothing about that, man. It is what it is. But in terms of this, I mean, I can see something positive. I hope something positive can come from. I don't want no more, how can I say it, surface level victories. Just don't want to attach a face to the Supreme Court now. First female, black, you see what I'm saying? I want some actual results to come from it. Because we've been feeded with surface level type victories over the last decade. Faces being in front of things that really nothing didn't come from it. I just want something to hold weight. That's how I really think about it. But it was in the news. I felt that was something that, we could highlight or speak on for a little bit.
No, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. The justice system is all contradictory.
I don't think it'll ever be perfect.
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
But
I think if we did have more, because it's not to say that there's not bad black people neither, but I think if we was to have more people like us, and when I say us, a mindset like niggas like us and people who really, because I'm not too politically, how can I say, intelligent. I know what I need. I feel like I need to know. I'm not really deep in it like that, but I feel like if because a lot of this shit just boiled down to doing the right thing. You see what I'm saying? That's what it really boiled down to. And I feel like if we had more black people who just wanted to do the black thing in these political positions, we would be better. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but it could be way better than what it is right now. And we still got a lot more work to do.
That's true.
Because at the end of the day, A lot of other races want to benefit off what we do, but we get, you know, they give us their ass to kiss when it come to other shit.
Don't want to benefit they have for hundreds of years now, my friend.
Yeah, hundreds. So it's just time for the tide to change. That's how I look at it. And like I said, we'll see, man. We'll see what comes from it. So you had another fiasco going on in news this week.
What's up, man?
And Meg and Tory, man.
I just want this shit to be over with so they can leave us alone.
No, this shit really done turned into like some Jerry Springer type shit, man. It's really like no results. It's just entertainment. Entertainment, social media style. That's what this shit is now. We going on almost 2 years. Court dates keep getting pushed back.
It's a reason why these court dates keep getting pushed back. And I just want y'all to understand that when this finally comes out, I don't want to hear no other type of, people people being oppressed and all this other shit. Nah, it's a reason why niggas push court dates back. Because I guarantee you this, if it was the other way around and niggas was pushing their court dates back, we would have all kind of theories on why these court dates keep getting pushed back. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, man, academics was going crazy.
And he was right.
Like, it's just too much shit, and we still just not getting the answers. Meg posting a text message from Tory saying that
I'm sure that's what I'm sure she wasn't supposed to do that as well.
All that shit could be used against her.
I'm sure she wasn't supposed to do that as well.
And it didn't say anything.
Not saying anything at all.
It's not saying that he did it.
He didn't say, I apologize for shooting you. He never said that in the text.
Then he confirmed it and said, "Oh, I apologize because I got caught fucking two best friends. That's why I apologize for."
Yo, that player shit, real nigga shit.
I mean, I kind of figured that's what it was. I figured when we spoke on it that was almost 2 years ago. That's crazy. When I spoke on that I felt like that's what it was.
So she ain't with that dude no more?
This is before him.
This is before him.
But we're going to get on him too, though. We're going to get on him too.
Is she with him currently, though?
You talking about Party?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, she's with him now. She got with him December 2020.
Yeah. But she's with him now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So why is she posting these? If she got a boyfriend,
we're about to get on.
It's being legit, like this
legal shit,
legality of it, like
emotions, man.
Emotions. And he not. So fuck it. We'll just get on him too. It's emotions on her end, and then it's him not being a stand up nigga. Because I'm not gonna have my girl. If this is my girl, she's not speaking on this shit.
Hell no.
Not on the internet.
I'm not on the fucking internet.
Tory already won by default.
That's how I figured.
And you tweeting this man threats, but this man telling you, "Hey, bro, we done been in the same room. Like, what are you? You don't have this energy when we see each other.
Yeah.
So pipe down."
I believe it because of the Rolling Loud shit. Remember, he had to get removed from the Rolling Loud shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was there because Meg was there. I'm pretty sure they had a little run in. But at the end of the day, to me, it's stupid because not only can that shit be used against you, then on top of that, this man obviously triggering your girl to post all this shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He posted that. Now that kind of gives what he's saying, like, honesty. Like, yeah, I dick both them down.
Kinda. It does.
Yeah,
I
it confirmed it.
Down. She mad. Like, shit, he must have been.
Then she ain't deny it. She posts some shit else in her story talking about you keep trying to make it about two friends going against each other when that wasn't what it was. You just shot me. Just say that you shot me, and it's like,
no, you trying to get this man to admit to something he don't think he did. So
she said, if you ain't did when she posted the text message, the caption was like, if you ain't did nothing, what you apologizing for? And then that's when he came back and he confirmed what he apologized for. Like, nice how you try to spin it like that, but that's what I kind of felt. That's what it was because she never vouched for her. No woman's best friend is not gonna vouch for her friend if she got shot by another nigga in that situation. I don't care. That has been the grounds I'm standing on. I'm gonna continue to stand on that. When that girl never came out and defended, speaking, when she didn't defend her, I knew it was something wrong with that story.
She never has. To this day, she hasn't.
He had to be fucking.
She's been on several platforms, speaking directly or indirectly about the situation, and she has never been.
She's never defended Meg.
She's never been in Megan's corner at all, ever.
And he said it in the music when he dropped his album. And everybody was mad about him dropping music, talking about this shit. He said it in the record. He said that he was fucking. He basically said that he was fucking both of them.
So he was fucking both of them, and he had a Kardashian with him all in the same night.
I don't think he was fucking the Kardashian.
But they was at the pool party together, right?
The pool party story was
I gotta start
he
listening to this
quote unquote was giving Kylie a little bit more attention than Megan had. Like argument got from that at the pool party. Then whatever happened in the car turned into what transpired. What I'm thinking happened was she found out that them two was fucking around. Argument happens. Somebody pulls out a gun as a threat, and then they get the wrestling over the shit, and the shit goes off.
So according to what
what I think happened. I don't know.
According to the big fiasco, that the recent big thing that what it was is that Tory's team came to what was it about the DNA on the gun? It was about
basically
it was going to be in their favor. Basically, that his DNA was never on the gun. So that's what this whole thing spiraled out of control, because this news came up before the court date that even happened. Before the court, so that's what all this kind of stems from. Like, this is why I feel the court date was pushed back, because it's the information about to come out now, and it's about to be public record now.
So this is where academics messed up at. He only deleted a tweet because it was 2 words can change a whole fucking tweet. So he said in court appearance today, it was found that Tory's DNA wasn't found on the gun. What it was when they got to court, Tory's team wanted to push it back because they found some new evidence based off of them going to a lab or something, and they found out, well, we just came across some new evidence that would be in our favor. So then the other lady who was reporting on it said there was no court appearance today, which was technically the truth. She then came back later that day and confirmed basically what academics said. Because Meg was getting on academics about why you tweeting about how you getting access to da-da-da-da-da. It's like, dog, like you can speak to the DA themselves. I seen this shit. That's what it said. They said they found that what they found was basically would be in favor of their client, which is Tory.
And
why would you do that on social media?
Academics been reporting on this shit since the shit started.
No, it be people.
Not Megan. Why would she confront him on social media? That's fucking stupid.
She don't got ain't nobody there to tell her, like, hey, like, what the fuck are you doing? Her man's supposed to be doing this, but he's not.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have just took her phone.
Is super messy. I got to start reading more on Twitter.
But see, this is my thing, though.
Damn, this is entertaining as fuck.
It's you got a lot of with shit like this, bro. You got a lot of people talking about, niggas hate black women because of all this, and it's like, bro, like, it's not that at all.
I've been past that.
Like,
I don't even entertain that.
But
I'm
gonna touch on that. Like, it's not that at all. Like, because niggas have been saying if Tory's guilty, fuck Tory. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas been on that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, we just want this shit to be over, so both y'all quit fucking bothering us with this shit. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead and settle this shit. If she wrong, she need to be held accountable. If you're wrong, you need to be held accountable. But this shit's been 2 years now, bro. Y'all bothering us with this shit at this point. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all of this. Y'all hate black women and y'all don't do this with black men, and y'all talk about academics don't have this energy. No, this nigga been bullying Freddie Gibbs for 2 years now. Like, I don't want to hear this whole narrative of academics not doing this shit with men, because he be talking crazy to rappers. He talk crazy to rappers, bro. So, like, I don't want to hear this shit. Like, y'all just ain't tapped in with that man like that. So all of this other shit people trying to spin this into, like, I just want the truth to come out. Like, I don't care who it benefits.
Honestly, yeah, I don't care about that. We could just get the results at this point. They say the next court date is going to be like April 5th or something like that.
Like, come on, bro. Like, these days he keep getting pushed back 2 and 3 months. What's the reason for this?
Evidence got to be inconclusive. You're not going to tell me somebody got shot in L.A., Beverly Hills, high prestigious area, and this shit dragging on this long? She wasn't even brought up as a gunshot victim. It was for something else. We doing all this bullshit back and forth about he say, she say. The shit funny to me. That's all I can say. The shit funny to me. And with Tory, in terms of that shit is really, like, when I heard him say it on the records, I was like, okay, this shit makes sense now. Because apparently he was fucking with the girl first. Megan then inserts herself in the picture. He start fucking her because they definitely had a relationship. But apparently, he was fucking with the friend first. He started fucking Megan. Shit hit the fan. He gets caught. Argument ensues, I think. And here we are.
Tory, if you ever in the truck, man, hit me up, bro. We gotta go have a drink. On me.
Shit just it's crazy, man. I just want the truth to come out, to be honest with you. That's all I want at this point. Shit, it's stupid.
It's like a soap opera.
It's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb.
And then when I saw the shit come up on the TL, I just was scrolling, laughing. Because ain't no need to entertain this shit as far as going back and forth. People talking about, the Twitter lawyer is going to pop out. You know what I'm saying? The forensic analyst and all this other shit. Niggas talking about gun residue, all that type of shit. But it's like, dog, this shit it's funny. It's nothing clear cut. This would be simple if it was anybody else. So it just goes to show me that something just ain't right. And only 4 people know what the fuck happened that night.
Security guard, he been took his hat out the equation. Kelsey, she ain't speaking on nothing. She ain't saying nothing. And now you just got Tory and Meg on the internet going back and forth with each other. That was the only 4 people that was in that car that night. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them know what's going on and know exactly what happened. 2 of them also know what's going on and know exactly what happened. It is that 2 of them aren't saying shit now.
Women talking about, that's energy what party doing. That's not energy. That's stupidity.
That's
no woman of mine,
outside.
especially something. If my girl had an incident like that before I got with her, first of all, I'm staying out that shit. I'm only advising her on what she say on social media, because that shit ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't even got beef with old boy. Like, that was before me. That was before me. I don't got no smoke for him. Now, if we ever was to cross paths and he on some weirdo shit, then yeah, we can address it right then and there. But I'm not gonna be going back and forth due to something that's an open case on social media.
You basically threatening this man on the internet.
Nah,
like, that can't be used against you.
In turn, if my girl got problems with me confronting her about that shit, then that just goes to speak to her character.
Yeah, and
then we just gonna have to part ways, because
exactly.
I don't do shit like that. Because if you my girl, you not even gonna be on the internet talking to this man, going like all that shit can be used against you.
And you just look dumb.
It's stupid.
You look dumb.
It's stupid as fuck.
It makes her look guilty.
It make her look a certain way. It make her look a certain way.
Then on top of that, you going back and forth for 15-on-1, and she just got too much legal cases going on right now for her to be going back and forth with niggas on the internet.
She got too much drama in her
But
life.
in my opinion, I feel like Meg is also trying to control a narrative through social media.
Right.
Public perception. I think she's trying. Every time it seemed like something is going against in her favor, she get to talking. She get to rambling. Tory done had to wear it all. From July up until the time that album dropped, October 2020, he was quiet. He didn't say shit. He was taking it all the hits. But now when he get to speaking, he the bully.
Man done lost business deals and all behind this shit.
Losing millions of dollars for lawyer fees, probably.
Oh yeah,
millions.
That ain't cheap.
That ain't cheap. So when I look at it, it's like, okay, it's cool for you to get up on Instagram Live. He didn't say shit. It's cool for you to make another Instagram Live. He didn't say shit. But as soon as he get to making music on his the Allstar album, it's a problem. Oh, he's inconsiderate. You've been the only one talking, telling your side of the story this whole time. Then when it seemed like the tide is changing a little bit, shit ain't adding up. Then it's you the bully, you the victim. We don't trust black women. We don't believe black women. When all reality is that man is in right to his side of the story just as much as you are. That's why it's funny to me. The whole situation is we never seen nothing like this in rap. We never seen nothing like this. If somebody gets shot, that shit is 9 times out of 10, cut and dry, case closed. We know who the fuck did it. Especially if there's a survivor. You get what I'm saying? Because in the grand scheme, I'm just happy both of them niggas ain't hurt.
I'll say this. I never seen it
or
so
dead.
Publicly messy about the shooting.
Right.
There's been plenty of shooting, but most of the time, you got to read the actual police report to see what happened. Who's the defendant? Who's the plaintiff? Like, what occurred? You would have to read the documents. On this, they just, wow.
That's true.
And then initially she said she didn't give Tory up because,
She was trying to
police
protect-
versus
she was
black
trying
men.
to protect black men and all this shit, but it's like, bro, like a nigga shot you. That's different. I mean, I don't even want to say that's different. You get shot by somebody, bro. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's the next level.
that's next level type shit. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
But I'm gonna tell you what though, if it do come out that he's innocent, nothing's gonna change.
Of course not.
If he's guilty, lock his ass up. Nothing to talk about. You shot a woman. You need to go sit down, nigga. You don't do shit like that. But with all this shit transpiring almost over 2 years,
It's a reason why it's been transpiring for 2 years, in my opinion. That's all.
this
I'm
ain't no OJ case, man. That's what I'm saying. This ain't that. This ain't that. 4 people in the whip. Nobody died. What the fuck is going on? That's all I'm saying. Somebody's withholding information. Am I wrong?
It's definitely something being withheld.
We got you on recording, calling Kelsey, telling us to not speak on this shit. Da 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 da. Shit whack, man. But like I said, man, we'll see what happens, man. You gotta say R.I.P. to Snooty Wild, man. He died yesterday from a gunshot.
36.
In Houston, man. He had a couple of major hits. What was that, 2013, 14?
Like 2014. That's crazy. 36 years old, man. That's crazy,
Young.
bro.
Young, man. Unfortunate. Condolences to his family, man.
He had a little child, and he had like I think, bro, like 16, 17, because he was rapping too. His name Lil Snooty. So, condolences to his kids and family.
It's just fucked up, man. Fucked up.
That Yayo track was hard though. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
cap.
Yayo was hard.
That shit was hard.
All I know is, yeah, yo.
Oh, yeah, that was my shit, dog. I ain't gonna cap. That nigga was going in on that shit, man. Damn.
This shit is crazy, man. It just seems like we just keep losing more rappers, man. Like, how...
Yeah, hip hop is more now ingrained in violence, but I think it's a representation of where we at with the music, man. Because there used to be more balance in it, and there's still a lot of artists out here that counter that. Is
there like a push for more of that from the labels, or do you think it's just like a?
To me, I think it's always been like this.
Do you think it's like more of like what niggas just want to hear?
I think it's always been like this.
I just think it shows. I'll put it this way: like anything that I don't agree with, I listen to anyway. Because if I think it's just ratchet, loud mess, that's probably what the new guys under me are listening to.
Yeah, that's what they are listening to.
And thinking like. So it keeps you in mind with that. But like even like what I'm seeing with Kodak is growth. All of them start off real ratchet, gutter, ghetto, and then they start realizing you got to advance yourself. And if you want to keep nice things, you can't be this way all day talking about this shit and then expecting to have blessings flow your way. It's just not possible.
It's energy.
It's energy.
It is energy because
It's
when you look at like certain,
I think that the labels do promote it though.
Oh, they do.
I think they promote the. Because
I mean, their
they've
bottom
seen
line
it
is
since
money.
Biggie and Pac, how much the escalation of violence between the two of them got them money from their record sales. These labels made
Yeah, their bottom line is money.
money, and that's all they care about. They don't live these lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? They
don't got to deal with.
They don't have to deal with the day to day that a rapper would. That this guy who's, halfway in and halfway out of his hood. They don't have to deal with.
I'll use this. I'll use the young boy in Lil Durk beef. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like both of those artists, when you really look at when you really look at their situations, they're surrounded by death and violence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Durk has been losing people
since he was a teenager.
Since he's been a teenager,
lost a lot of people.
even with success, he's been losing close people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll just say, in the last 3 years, he's lost an older brother. With what's his name? D-Thang. He's lost King Von. That was his cousin, and that was a major player from his whole movement. You know what I'm saying? He's lost several other people within his organization. Shit, that night when he lost King Von, he lost 2 other people that night. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, it's like, you know, at what point do the artists be like, damn, like, am I in a trap with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Because like for us, we get the music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, all right, we like the music. We like what comes from the feuding. You know what I'm saying? And it's high energy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas love it. But it's like, at what point is it like a damn if you do, damn if you don't type thing? Because it's like you want to give the fans what they want, which is good music. We all know beef spawns some of the best music. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with a lot of these younger dudes coming up, like niggas really dying by these people. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really losing people. This not normal. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not supposed to just I gotta use Dirt because he's came into a lot of money since he's been rapping, and it's like is it really a blessing? Because he's been losing a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Where's the blessing in that?
I think niggas just rapping about the product of their environment, man. Like,
but
everything that goes on within their environment.
But they've been dissing. But yeah, you're true. You're right. They are rapping about the product of the environment for the most part. But when you're dissing people, dead relatives and dead homeboys, that's a big part of what they do.
And that's accountability on the rapper.
That's what I'm saying. Because yeah, you're rapping about all this shit, and yeah, you're getting the funds, you're getting the notoriety. But at the end of the day, you're still losing people too.
I think it's an equal balance as far as accountability on the labels and on the rap on the artists. But you got to think, as much as people might like to try to, the label don't really give a fuck about the artists, because if they did, they would have had more advancement as far as human resources in record labels. Mm-hmm. Therapists, shit like that, people to talk to. They don't have that shit in record labels. Hey, sign this, put this music out. Hey, be safe.
Yeah,
I'll holler at you.
They don't even hire them security. They gotta hire their own security.
Don't bring your niggas to this label neither.
Yeah, only you come.
You see what I'm saying? So they bottom line is money, and I think it's always been like that. You got to think, Gangsta Rap started in mid '80s.
About late 80s, about 80,
okay.
89, 88.
So even then, they was talking about banning that shit.
Yeah.
Our kids are ruined. This is before I was born.
No,
our kids are ruined. We're doomed.
Yeah.
Do I think it's just you're going to have some good with the bad. We got some good rap. We got some bad. I'm just talking about in terms of like when you say that, I feel like it's always going to be here. It's unfortunate, but it's always going to be here.
Did y'all see what they in New York, where they doing like some of the rappers? I think it was Mano kind of spearheaded it when they sitting down with the mayor out there to discuss, what's going on with the drill music and shit out there.
Yeah, it was him and Fabio.
And a few other drill rappers.
Because he was trying to call for a ban on
because he can't do that.
I also saw out there, I think it's Drewski, the DJ. He was talking about he's not supporting no more drill music that dissing dead people or just dissing people all on.
So it's a dissing. It's not the drill music in itself.
Because
drill music is dissing niggas. It's talking about running down on niggas. That's what drill music is.
Yeah, for the most part, that's what it was established on. So he was like, he's not really trying to support no more artists who's dissing people and causing, because all this.
And he's well within his rights to do that.
Right, because and this is a white dude saying this now.
So then, where do you have the line between? Damn, I'm just trying to get money, feed my family, but my content is drill music. So what do Mano and Fabio have to say about that? Because if morally it's not right, then what grounds is Fabio really standing on?
Because if we want to be moral, like there's probably new Mano songs now. We talk about running down on niggas.
I haven't, and that's why I said I haven't heard no new Mano.
That's what I'm saying. He just dropped. He got that Lobby Boys project coming with Jim Jones. I'm pretty sure they talking about toting guns. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, listen, one of their most recent biggest songs with Lil TJ, Fabio, and what's the other dude who just got like K Flock, Not in the Mood. That's one of the big records right now in New York. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what that is. So you going to sit down and talk to the mayor? What's your defense?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a dog chasing his tail. So it's like, what we?
Because honestly, how I look at it, the rappers don't give a fuck. I'm gonna continue to make this music, get this money. Them niggas ain't about to change their content.
Right.
because they think their biggest thing is if you make a drill music, yet you gonna tell man just get your money, get out the hood, go live this lifestyle, da da da. But it's contrary to what. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe none of these niggas. Because at the end of the day, they have a bottom line as well, and that's to get money and take care of their family, which is cool. But you going to sit down and talk to the mayor about drill music. Drill music is what it is.
So at what point does drill music, the narrative behind it, change though? Because all right, like it's
It can't. You're just gonna have to do something different.
It's a fair point to say like, all right, I'm just trying to make this music to feed my bottom line, which is provide for my family. But it's also the content in which we do it, because a lot of these drill niggas are dissing niggas. They are dissing dead homeboys, dead associates, dead family members.
Not like, everybody, but a lot of them are.
A high percentage of it is. A high percentage.
Okay.
So it's like, what's the middle ground with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna tell a nigga who's been getting dissed by a now bigger artist.
You can't tell them how to react to that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be hard pressed to find a middle ground.
And I think they thinking that for more the influence on kids. If the mayor's speaking on it, it's because he feel like it's a bad influence.
Oh, the mayor never spoke on it.
That's what I say. I feel like it's just a different piece of the puzzle from like how when it was Gangsta Rap, when they tried to ban Gangsta Rap. Oh, it's a bad influence on the kids. Okay, then you had Uncle Luke. It's a bad influence on the kids. This man actually had to go to court for the content of his music. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now I just feel like with drill, it's just different because now is lives being lost behind that shit. You hear a kid listen to it. Every kid is not different. That's even with Cameron. Cameron was on CNN for the content of his music. Oh, your music is a bad influence on the kids. This was 2002, so I feel like we always gonna have a time where it's always this conversation about our music and what it does. But in terms of a rapper, I think it's kind of like when you go in the streets. You know what you're signing up for. You know you're gonna either end up dead or in jail. At that point, if you know these are the costs, what are you willing to do? And if you're gonna continue to be in the streets, these are the results. If you're gonna continue to make drill music, these are the possible outcomes, bruh. That's how I look at it. So it boils down to the artist, are you going to continue to make this music? That's how I look at it. A lot of these cats, they just make their music and they go about their business. Chief make his music. He never fucked with Chicago really like that after that. He got up out of there.
Well, he really couldn't have, even if he wanted to.
He can't.
First. He can't. You know,
he got a lot of
they
legal.
still don't let him perform in Chicago.
No, he can't. He got too much. He got a lot of shit. He got to still be held accountable for in Chicago. So he don't go to Chicago. And
but see, that's the thing. Chicago was like the founding place for all this shit. Mm-hmm. So his stamp in that was different for me. And this is just a spawn.
He's kind of like the public enemy for that shit.
Yeah, he's a representative because he was one of the first. He's the only one that I know of.
Now I ain't gonna lie, like
that era, like that's when I heard, I was like, damn, where this nigga from? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like when I first heard, I was like, dog, this little nigga going crazy on this shit. Like, but then when you really start to really get into a lot of the ripple effects of it, and you see like, oh, it's another side of this that he's dissing. That they feel pain. I'm pretty sure they feel pain because they killing each other.
You got mothers.
You get sucked up. They're talking about. It's a lot of layers to this shit.
You got mothers of rappers linking up with other mothers of rappers who lost their lives behind this shit. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So at what point do we really care about this shit? And when I say we, I'm talking about overall. Do we really care about this shit, or do we only care when we see these mothers with the pictures of these rappers that they lost their lives?
I'll say this for my energy.
Because overall, as a culture, I feel like we don't really care. I feel like we only care when a nigga die.
We don't. We just, I mean, in some sense, we do, but we don't because it's a part of our culture. You got to take the good with the bad.
That's what I said. I feel like it's just a different piece of the puzzle.
But when you really get into this, it's murder culture. It's murder culture.
Yes.
So it's like, all right, so are we willing to sacrifice not fucking with this shit at all to get to a different plateau? Do you think people will ever get to that point?
That would be on the consumer.
Well, I'll say
everything
goes through cycles,
but we've been dealing with this as a cycle though.
No, it's a cycle, and they last a while, but something else will come of it. At some point, I'm hearing more
Who's to
conscious
say?
rappers now. I'm hearing more people that are just like.
I think it boils down to the access that you have to
my
certain
uncle was a
music.
killer, and I hung around. Like, look at Kendrick, growing up around all these gangbangers and killers, but he speaks of intelligence. He speaks life into his art form.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing the course go now from it. But there's always going to be drill. There's always going to be gangster rap. There's always going to be there's always going to be these genres and subgroups now. It's just that people hear it and they're just now getting caught up and they're frightened. But to be honest with you, the murder game was always like that. There was always some kid that you knew that was a hothead that was willing to go kill a nigga.
Yeah.
It's just that they talk about it now in music and it's celebrated.
Yeah, they got
it's highlighted. But
you're right.
everybody
You're
knows
right.
some demon kid that they grew up with that was just like you knew that nigga.
He wasn't right
Too
in the
far
head.
gone.
He had
Too far
something
gone.
gone in his head. He had something traumatic
And
happen.
they can
to
do
him. And
it.
there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, it could be how he came up, and also with
Some
that.
of them are turning it into they're learning to channel that energy, and that's why I support it because it's just like, well, if the little nigga wasn't doing this, he probably would have been out there robbing somebody like me.
But the problem is they are doing that and they still rapping about it though.
Yeah.
But they feel like they feel like them getting.
That's the problem. It's not just in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when they get their check and they see that they mama in a new house and they mama out the hood, they feel like, hey, as long as my family good and my pocket's full, I'm good. It's a risk in it, but I'll take this reward. That's what it boils down to me. Always boils down. He just said he used Kendrick as a great example.
Yeah,
he
but-
grew up around all that shit, but he chose a different content to rap about.
We all know that it's one Kendrick to hundreds of drill rappers though.
That's why I say it boils down to the artist.
That's all I'm saying.
And the consumer. Everything, in my opinion, it really boils down to the consumer. If motherfuckers don't buy it, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's no different from when you hear somebody who just, oh, this nigga whack. I just don't like his music. I'm not gonna buy it. In turn, he doesn't blow up.
Do you think it's a conditioning to that too though? Because you got niggas who out here who like Seth said, who on the other side of it, but like you say, it's the access to them too.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's different. That's what makes humans unique. What I might like in music, you might not like in music. What he like in music, that person might not like in music. So it all boils down to consumer and what they want to hear and what they want to buy. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
Like he said, it's a whole bunch of different elements of rap now. How rap was in the 80s is not what rap is now. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. I think rap is in a good place. I feel like, honestly, had rap stayed how it was, we wouldn't have no evolution. It would kind of get, to me, I think it would just be whack.
It would have been stagnant. It would have been stagnant.
It would have been stagnant because everybody doing the same shit. You get what I'm saying? But also with that being said, because people be saying, oh, I was in this group, I be in this group chat, we be talking about this shit sometimes, and niggas be talking, oh, we're doomed. I'm like, what you mean we're doomed? Like, how we're doomed? Y'all niggas don't send none of that shit in here. So how it's doomed? When y'all niggas be sending music in here, it don't be that shit. So what are you talking about? Y'all don't listen to these niggas. And that's why I feel like at the end of the day, it all boils down to what you listen to, what you give attention to. I think people get bothered because on the flip side, they say, oh, yeah, well, I don't really care. Them niggas, they be, popular and shit like that. I be listening to these niggas. Okay, so why you mad that he popular then? Why is that even a conversation?
That's a different conversation, though. I think a lot of niggas do that. Like, they want to be the first person to get
So
on a
do
certain...
you care? Do you care about the rapper that you send in the group chat every day is not as big as NBA Youngboy? Or you don't care? Which one is it? It can be both.
Yeah, like they want certain niggas. They want
them to have recognition, but then on the flip side, you say, I don't
too
care
many
about them
people to
being.
listen to them. Yeah. That's. If I listen to a nigga and I think he dope, I want everybody to listen to him so that artist can get bigger. Like I want that to happen for that artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like niggas try to gatekeep people. They want to gatekeep artists and then still
but it's not even gatekeep. They act like it's too cool for them to be big. You know what I'm saying?
No, they want to gatekeep their success. Like they want them to just be relevant in the group chats or like in the crevices of the internet. But no, them they just, if you fuck with them and other people fuck with them, that artist deserve to be on a bigger platform. You know
and that don't take away.
That don't take away from
them.
It's just
you got Kendrick, you got Kendrick Lamar, you got NBA Youngboy. They both speak to different crowds. They both big in their own rights. Well, why are you so worried about that man if that's who you listen to?
Listen, man, this NBA Youngboy songs, when he not on that violent shit and he just want to make dope songs, that nigga's an incredible artist, bro.
I agree. I just started listening to NBA.
Like
'cause
that nigga-
I can't listen
I've
to
been
that
starting to
violent
listen
shit
to him
he
a little bit
always-
more.
Like that when he not
That
when he
last
not
album, that Nevada,
that Colors album.
that-
That nigga going crazy on that album, bro.
all of that.
When he not speaking of the murder shit, he's
I can't get into
he's
his
an
murder
incredible
shit, bro.
artist,
I don't
bro.
believe him. He's in too many house arrests and moving around. Like, stop feeding these kids these lies, bro. Yeah, you can pay and do all that. You ain't paying for none of that shit. You paying for legal fees and trying to pay for these babies. I don't believe that nigga. I believe he's one of the largest artists right now, but
Oh yeah, he's a
he's
superstar.
gonna end up being like MC Hammer if he don't shut his fucking mouth, bro. Money can spread thin real quick. Like, I just look at some of them and I don't be believing all of that. Like, but he's a good artist is my point. He's a good solid artist and he can progress as well. I can see it. But the drill scene is just another part of that. And we're going to have somebody else in another 4 or 5 years that'll be even more controversial.
Yeah.
It's going to spark somebody to be like, man, this little nigga shouldn't be out here saying that or shouldn't be out here doing that.
Listen, bro, when I listen to Young Boy, I be like, dog, like this nigga is so talented, but it's like he do himself a disservice getting into the shit that's beneath him. Like,
That's
you know,
stupid.
it's stupid, bro. Like even Dirk, like I'm not the biggest Dirk fan, but I will admit, like, bro, like Dirk about to be in his 30s, like he in his late 20s. Like, why you even entertain this type of shit? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you've seen enough.
You've seen enough. You've been
Dealt
through
with enough.
You've dealt with enough, bro.
I think it's for his core fan base, though.
But at what
If you
point?
don't
At
fire
what point
back,
are you
then
above
people-
that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, at some point you.
Because at the end of the day,
Then wear that though, because
at the end of the day-
Biggie low key got that too. When he didn't respond to hit him up, I'm pretty sure there was rumblings because I heard a few, but it's different now with social media climate. Oh, you ain't gonna say nothing back to that nigga?
It's different,
Felt like
bro.
it wasn't worth it, bro.
At the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day,
How long you gonna go back and forth
if
with a
them,
nigga?
if them your real core fans, they want you to live. They want you to continue
Exactly.
to make music for them.
Exactly.
They want the best for you. Like nobody who really cares for you gonna want you to keep eating the devil's pie, bro. At the end of the day, that's all this shit is, bro. And we all got a hand in it. Whether we support it, whether we the ones recording it, whether we the ones making blogs about it, continue to spread the narrative. We all contribute to this shit. So like Mike said, like whenever somebody die, when niggas do this fake 2 week like shit where it's like, oh, rest in peace to these niggas, you know, rappers most dangerous, you know, job, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's true, but y'all all play into this shit, bro. Y'all do.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
And it's about, and I'm not saying a lot of them don't come from the lifestyle. That's what they do. Understandably cool, but if you're the type of rapper who just want to do this shit for entertainment, okay, cool.
You
But
gotta wear what come with that
you
shit,
gotta
though.
wear what come with it too. That's all I'm saying. I'm not the nigga to tell you what type of music to make because I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna listen to your music. I'm not gonna listen to it if I don't like it, and if I fuck with it, I'm gonna listen to it. That's just what it is with me.
You're signing.
But
You
in
know what you're
terms-
signing up with that verbal contract, bro.
Yeah, you know what comes with that when you get
get-
on
you
record.
get
You
these-
tell that engineer hit that play.
You get
And
in
you
this-
go lay
get in
down
this
these
booth and you
records.
Max Payne. You get in this booth and you Max Payne, and then when you want to post yourself in the hospital, you know what you sign up for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you put that energy out there. All this shit
I'm
is
a firm
energy.
believer in energy. Yeah.
All this shit is energy at the end of the day. So you keep dealing them hands, bro. You got to play that shit.
You think anything is gonna catch up to Dirk, especially with that last retort?
I mean,
I feel like he's already dealt with enough.
I feel like that's his lesson. He keep losing people close to him. Same way Young Boy. Either he keep going in and out the feds. He keep going. He having to pay. This, like you say, when we talking about Tory Lanez having to pay these lawyers, that shit ain't cheap, bro.
Hell no.
That shit
and they
ain't
gonna
cheap.
charge them double. You know
Exactly.
how they do us. Just like Rick Ross was cutting a tree the other day.
He said $1,000
This
per
nigga
tree.
said $1,000 for a tree cut. And
I'll do it
knew that.
myself.
My mom has had huge trees in our yard removed for less than $1,000.
Let me. Rick Ross probably. Let me go ahead and buy the chainsaw for $1,000, and I'll cut my
And
own
I'll cut
trees
my own
down.
fucking
And that's exactly that shit
But
was so
that's how
funny.
they do. I know that. I see it all the time.
Oh,
especially
rappers-
being in the
rappers
business
get
that
taxed
I'm in,
on-
a black person's interest rate is always much higher.
Yeah,
than
rappers
his
get taxed on
counterpart.
everything. Rappers get taxed with this jury.
So when it comes to a rapper, you know he got a bag. Go ahead,
Yeah.
charge him extra. He's always rapping about money and jewelry. He's always
Charge
you
him
know,
extra just because he got it.
he's
No,
a
be
flashy
fair, bro.
guy.
Charge me the same way you would charge the other person.
Especially what this jury said, like we quick to spend our money with these Middle Easterns, these other people, like these Ben Ballers and shit,
Johnny
these
Dang.
Johnny Dangs. You know what I'm saying? You know you getting charged
I
extra.
like Johnny though.
Man,
Johnny was an immigrant,
Johnny
man.
cool, but
Johnny-
he wanted
Johnny did
them
his
too. He wanted them too.
No, he talks the good game, but he is one of
I don't
them.
put
Yeah.
nothing
Comes
past
down to
no
the
other
come
race
down.
outside us, bro. And I think a lot of this shit just boils down to, at the end of the day, what are you willing to lose to be successful? That's what it boils down to when it comes to this rap music. What are you willing to lose to be that successful? Is it if it's worth you losing family members or your homies so your mama can live better, you can live better, your kids can live better, then you got to wear that.
You're gonna have to wear that.
End statement. That's all I got. And as a consumer, you can't be on no straddling the fence when it come to this shit. Because most of the time, 9 times out of 10, consumer ain't about that life. They like it 'cause it sound
to the
good.
consumer, it's strictly entertainment because they know for a fact they're not getting these cars and sliding. They're not. They're
That
not.
shit no more.
They're not
I
waking
love
up.
Kodak Black, but I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah,
shit
they're
no
not.
more.
They're not. They're not waking
I'm
up
not
and
doing
loading these
none of
pistols
that
and putting
shit
them
no
on their
more.
waist. They're not doing none of this
Your
shit.
time is borrowed when you're doing that shit. You have to learn that if you go through it. Your
Life
time
is too
borrowed.
precious, man.
You
That's
can
not
feel
your
it when you're
time.
doing
Yeah,
this
it's
shit.
not your time.
That's why it's always pumping. Your heart always pumping. But the problem is, some of us get addicted to it because of the adrenaline.
But and like you asked earlier,
you
what
gonna
is
run out.
when do you feel like Dirk could realize it? And I feel like he's been getting the signs.
He's been getting the signs.
Now, and when you start getting signs on shit, after that point, it's all on you. And this has nothing to do with you being pussy. Oh, you none of that shit, bro. Like you done lost a lot of people close to you.
Any man is a real pussy if he's afraid to be who he really is and live his life.
And I'm not saying
Facts.
Dirk
That's
is
facts.
not who he is, but in terms of just the beef aspect, the nigga got records with Drake, but he ain't talking about the shit. You
This
get what
my-
I'm saying?
this my thing.
He branches off into other arenas.
This is my thing.
So
right?
why are you even entertaining yourself with this beef shit? You done seen enough. I'm pretty sure you done dealt with enough. You and your girl had to go get the blicky out the at the top drawer because people wanted to run up in your crib.
This is my thing, right? This is my
That's
thing.
hitting way too close to
These
home.
niggas come from impoverished environments, the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? These come from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? You get into a different element financially, socially, all this other shit, just to continue to do the same actions you was doing down here. It's hustling backwards, bro.
Yeah, it is.
It's hustling backwards, bro. It really is, bro. I'm looking at both sides of this shit. I'm a fan of Young Boy. I listen to Dirt music when I catch it, but I'm looking at both these niggas' videos, and it's like Dirt. I looking at you. You shoot this video. You got probably 300,000 on a table, but you in the trenches. You know what I'm saying?
You got $1 million
You got
supposedly sitting on the table in the project.
in the fucking projects, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this what we glorifying. But you're dissing a nigga with $1 million on the table. That $1 million you got on that table could have changed a lot of people in that room lives, bro, in a positive manner. I'm looking at Young Boy. Young Boy, you on house arrest from a case you already was dealing with.
In Utah.
And you in Utah, you gotta be secluded. That's how much of a threat these people feel that you are. You know what I'm saying? We looking at it from an entertainment standpoint because like the music is dope, quote unquote. But when you really look at the layers of this shit, bro, it's kind of whack. When you really look at this shit, bro, like these niggas are millionaires, bro. You know what I'm saying? Only us kind of egg this type of shit on, bro. Like,
I gave the new video 2 spins just to look at the video and see the visuals, but I really haven't been paying attention to either one of them. I heard that NBA YoungBoy dissed him, and I heard
he dissed a lot of
the
people.
diss
He
on
dissed
the
a lot of
internet.
people.
Yeah, I heard he dissed Baby and all that. I was just like, okay. And then I saw somebody post, "Oh, this shit way harder than Hit 'Em Up" and all that. I said, "Bro, this is way different than Hit 'Em Up.
It's a different generation,
this
bro.
is a different generation. Pop, like this is completely different. I don't think
But they look at him like that.
Yeah, and I see that now. I didn't see that before, but I
These
see it
niggas look
now.
at him like that. That's
Yeah.
they Hove. That's they Pac. That's they
they
Wayne.
Pac and that, but
All in one.
they're two completely different to me.
And I didn't realize his impact until a few years ago. But you got to think, this man making music since he was 15, 16. Doing numbers at 15, 16.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's not even 20. He's not even 22 yet, is he?
It
He was
seems
born
like-
99.
But it
Or
seems
2000.
like all of the
Think
artists are getting
2000,
younger and younger
2099.
as well, and I think that's why it's bringing more ignorance to the game, more recklessness.
By the time I would hope to see NBA YoungBoy live to see 30. All I would say is I would hope to see something different by the time he's 30 in terms of beef. in terms of beefing. Because like Mo said, when he not on that shit, he's a great artist. But it would be disappointing to see you still on that shit at 30 years old.
I'm glad I grew up in the era I did. Niggas,
Yeah, that's a
niggas
blessing.
but that's
niggas
a-
beefed in silence, dog. You ain't hearing
But it's
nothing
not
about
even.
nothing.
But it, no. But that's not even. That's why I'm saying this is just a different piece of the puzzle through time.
It is. It
Because we
is.
had Beanie versus Jada. We had that.
Oh, we had-
Now, in terms of how people want to judge it, oh no, back in my day, okay, nigga, it don't make it no better. But we had that. We had real beef. We had Gucci and Jeezy. We had this shit on public display. We just didn't have the social media climate behind it.
That's what it is. That's the added element.
That's the added element. So just because back in your day, back in my day, no, nigga, we had beefs on wax back in the day.
If them niggas,
But it takes it to another plateau.
if 50 Cent, them boys had Twitter and shit in 2000, 2001, 2002, they would have been on the same shit.
50 would have been 10 times worse than
50
what he
would've been
was.
50
You
times.
know, way worse.
Way worse.
If Pac had Twitter in
He knows
95,
how to spin things.
That's what I'm
50
saying.
is
And he'll get under your skin.
50 is brilliant ass nigga.
But he'll make
that's his
the
thing.
way
He would
50
use
is
it to
though.
his
I'm just
If there was Twitter and Instagram in 2000, 99, 01, 02 with 50 Cent coming up as a rapper,
it would have been different.
it would have been way different.
way
That
different.
shit was huge,
If Pac had Twitter 94, 95,
That's why I don't be hearing these old niggas when they be talking that this generation shit. Nigga, y'all, we had beef. We had to hear it through the fucking radio.
because that's all y'all had.
That's all y'all had.
That's all y'all had. Twitter, y'all pages didn't have screens on them. Then that's the only difference, bro.
magazine. Yeah, we used to go
Magazines, exactly.
We go by the source and read the article.
Niggas get mad about some shit they read in the source. Double XL.
Yeah.
Gotta hit a nigga up. Yo, this shit that you had in the... Okay, it's different now. That's why I don't really buy it. But at what point do y'all niggas really... That's why I say overall as a culture, we really don't give a fuck about this shit. It'd be unfortunate to see niggas lose their lives when they're great artists and they take care of their families and they doing what they supposed to do. But it turns out about caring, niggas don't really care about that shit, man. So what y'all thought about Kanye's listening party, man? Niggas said
The sound was off on that shit.
at
But
certain parts.
It sounded straight though. I didn't really watch the whole thing. I'm gonna be real true, but you know, from what
I
I
didn't
heard,
see the whole thing.
From what I heard, it sounded decent.
I heard up until about the Migos performance.
Yeah, that's why I kind of got off it too. But
They said once Alicia Keys came out, that shit was dunny. Sound was fucking up.
yeah, I kind of got off it like right around that point. But you know, I mean, it sounds good. I don't think it's done. It's not done, of course. But you know, when we get it, we'll get it
You think it's gonna hit streaming?
eventually. Yeah. It's a money
They
play for
got
them to
to.
sell them STEM players. And I see niggas talking about he ain't niggas not about to buy them shit, but he clearly showed the reports like niggas have been buying them shit. So
Oh, I know niggas gonna buy it. This nigga wasn't buying it. Bro. I'll wait till that shit hit Apple.
eventually it's gonna hit Apple. It's gonna hit them
Okay.
shits. Like, I
Because
don't
I'm not
think-
sure how he got that shit. Because he's well within his rights to not put that shit on streaming platforms at all.
He said Apple offered him 100 M's to put it on there. I'm pretty sure he's not lying about that.
Well, he's well within his rights to keep it off of there.
Yeah, until
I
he
wouldn't be mad at that.
until he wants to.
I wouldn't be mad if he never put it on there.
That's him.
Yeah, that's him. Kanye's a genius, though, man.
Did y'all watch part 2 of The Genius?
Yeah, I was about to transition it after y'all, but we ain't really had too much about the performance.
Nah, it is what it is with that shit.
Yeah, part 2, that shit was just as good as part 1.
Yeah.
Especially
I'm
them
watching that shit
listening
again and
sessions.
again, yeah.
It's crazy how he had to really record all his albums out of his own pocket. This thing was getting bread from other beats that he was doing for like
Fun and studio sessions.
for what's the group? Nappy Roots, shit like that. This nigga had
He
cost
was yeah.
her $33K to do the Through the Wire video.
Yeah.
When initially they said it would be like what 8,000.
8,000 with the editing, because Cootie shot all the footage, but the editor was like, "Yo, we can get it done for 8,000." Then he said, "Next thing you know, it was 33,000." He was like, "Damn."
That nigga really was a hustler, man. When he
But
got
yeah.
after that accident, bro, and he went and recorded
That
that.
shit turned him up. That shit turned him up.
That's why we all loved Kanye in the beginning.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
why I
hear
said.
it. Man, I still remember one of his verses too. The Kanye is just
Bro,
he is a
listen,
genius.
that's why I feel like things that happen in life, you can either do something with it or you can just let it go by the wayside. And I feel like with that accident, that spawned Through the Wire. That filled his drive to even continue to go on. More like literally when he said out the gates, I drink a boost for breakfast. You actually see the boost on the table when he, posts his accident and all his surgery and all that
When
shit.
Pharrell first heard, that nigga left the studio When he heard that first verse, that nigga walked out. He was like,
When
man,
he
what the fuck
spit
is
my soul through the wire, he was like, "Oh, nigga walked out that shit." And he continuously kept that drive. He was already a great beat producer, but you could hear the soul. That's what I'm saying. Remember when we did the March Madness Kanye the Kanye bracket?
Yeah.
Those songs in itself, we talking about over a span of time. It just speaks to his work ethic and how great of an artist he is. That nigga really got hits on hits on hits on hits. Like even the post that you sent me a few weeks ago about the least streamed songs on each album. Those are some of the best songs.
You can put that together and make that a project.
That'll be a classic. Like Celebration on Late Registration. Behind Crack Music is my favorite song.
That's one of the best songs on the album.
Celebration is my second favorite song on that album. And that's the least streamed song on that album. That just speaks to his quality of music and how great and timeless a lot of his music is.
One of the best catalogs ever. Like
the slow jams session. Like that was amazing, bro. That shit gave me chills just to see
at
that
Jamie
shit
Foxx crib
in real time. To see that shit in real time
at Jamie Foxx crib, dog. But you know what's crazy though? Like that episode came out and then all three of them ran into each other at the airport, bro.
Yeah,
that shit crazy, bro. Like that shit is crazy, bro.
That shit, everything was supposed to happen. When I look at Kanye's doc, everything happened the way it was supposed to happen.
Even with Cootie, how he was saying, like, you know, as Kanye got bigger and bigger and like he went on tour,
they started to separate.
But they were still cool. It's just that, you know, Cootie had to find his own way. He started directing his own videos for artists and shit like that. And then he was telling them, Cootie told him, he was like, bro, I fuck with Hype Williams. I respect you going Hype Williams, but I know you gonna call us back, bro. And they did their own version with Cootie, dog.
Talking about for Jesus Walks.
Jesus Walks. He was like, I know it's Hype Williams, bro, but I know you gonna call us, bro. And for sure that
he's very particular about his visuals.
He was like, man,
I noticed that about Kanye.
We need to do one because I remember it was like two versions of that on that
But
video,
I'm
bro.
definitely ready to see part 3 because boy. After College Dropout, you got to think, as far as the media, that's when shit really started getting crazy for this. You got to think, so College Dropout drops, you come into the next year, Katrina happens.
Yep.
George Bush don't care about black people. Then you going on Oprah, you talking to her like he's crossing over into superstardom.
Superstar status. Before second album
Before the second album drop, he's crossing over into superstar status. People are booking you for shows.
Grammys. He done won a Grammy then.
He already had won a Grammy then. He won 3 straight Grammys.
Yeah.
College Dropout, Late Registration, and Graduation.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to see the other. I remember on his late registration, it was either Late Registration or Graduation. I want to say it was Graduation Grammy speech because they started playing the music on that nigga. He's like, it would be very distasteful. Y'all would stop playing the music while I'm giving my speech, bro. But his first Grammy speech, of course, man, that was gonna be the one because. He's like he said it right out the gates after I had my accident. I just realized like
that was really his coming to
like
when that speech because everybody was like, oh okay, this nigga here.
Life can be taken away from you, bro.
Yeah. He even said that he was like, you know, he looked at the accident like, you know, God about to give me the world, but he can show you. I'll take it from you whenever. Like,
there is some humbleness you got to have about yourself in terms of that. How you move in life. I see a lot of people move in life like, damn, you don't really value this shit. You think the shit that you continue to do, like this shit won't come. And it'll come when you least expect it. I'm pretty sure when Kanye was driving home from the studio that night, had he done multiple times, he didn't think he was going to fall asleep.
Yeah, he didn't think nothing.
And get into a car accident.
He didn't think nothing.
Almost lose his life. But he's here for a reason. That's why I always say when I look at certain artists, and I said this about 50 Cent a few episodes back, he's here for a reason. You're not going to tell me he survived 9 shots. And he didn't have a purpose. And I see what his purpose is now. Look how many lives he done impacted career-wise.
A lot.
Kanye West, he survived that car accident for a reason.
Kanye West probably has a whole economy based off his stardom. So it's like, you know.
Guy got a hand in a lot of this shit, man. And when it's your time, it's your time. But things happen in life. God was like, nah, bruh. I got to keep you here. You got a lot more shit you got to do. So I'm really interested to see part 3 because part 3 looked like it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, shit is going to be
You got him walking up on the stage with that was 13 years ago, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy because because Jay-Z had at the BET Awards that year they went up there together And Kanye, he let Kanye talk, then he cut him off. And he was like, I mean to cut you off, Kanye, but
I remember that.
Everyone started tripping off that.
That was like what, 2011?
That was 2011, yeah.
Dog, his transition as an artist though has always been amazing to see too, growth, because My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, dog, listen. Blueprint is the greatest rap album to me, but that bitch is right there. And just in terms of artistry, you don't get no better than that, bro. Like, for him to, the way he's been able to experiment with different sounds, but stay kind of within his pocket as far as just, like, I saw the thread the other day, what is the greatest rap beat you ever heard? And I can't never boil it down to one, so I just had 5 that came to my mind. It was We Gonna Make It with Alchemist, Jadakiss, Lucifer, Power, Top Back, and then Ground Zero with Diplomats. Right. And it's like, when I listen to Kanye beat structure on, like, every beat on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is just like, that shit is just amazing, bro. The way he structured them shits, man. All the way from Dark Fantasy to what's the World? What was that? Who Will Survive America? Mm-hmm. All the way. The whole shit is like a fucking movie. The whole shit is a movie. I'm gonna be real with you. When the very first time I heard All the Lights, I was like, oh, this nigga is he's different, man. This nigga is crazy. Like, he's different. Crazy, like, how do you put together shit like that?
For me, that album is a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece,
it's
bro.
Like one of my top 10 all-time albums, for real.
It has to be.
That song with him and Ross was just like, when I heard it, I couldn't stop listening to it.
Bro, and the samples that he go, like, this nigga is insane when it comes to, like, he
really
digs in the fucking crates for certain shit. Like, when the first time I heard crack music at Star High School in 09, I never forget my boy at the time. Dog, this nigga uploaded this shit in the computer. I said, dog, what's this? He's like, dog, this late registration. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, put that shit on. Nigga, we played this shit straight through. Nigga, when crack music came on and I heard that beat, I'm like, dog, this nigga is a fucking monster. Like, just the beat, the way he just put shit together is amazing. Then the lyrics on top of it. Okay, bro. It's like, this nigga, like, you remember the first time you heard Drive Slow?
Yeah. Yeah, I ran that song back like 5 times, bro. Real talk. Especially for the chopped and screw shit at the very end. I was like, oh, this nigga's insane, bro. Like, this nigga's insane, bro. Like, it's no fucking way, dog.
He do not play with his craft. One thing I can say about, and you don't know,
he's a perfectionist, dog, through and through.
You're not gonna shoot 100% for the field. He got some duds in there, but overall, he's shooting 98% from the field, bro. Facts. In terms of production,
yeah,
he don't got no. Just in terms of what he did for other artists. And you can tell when it's a Kanye beat. You can always tell. Just like everybody got their sound, you can tell, dog. That's why I don't feel like he's the best producer of all time. No disrespect to Pharrell, Tim, rest of these niggas. Y'all great with their own right.
Beat, bro.
But that nigga is up here for a reason, bro. I put that nigga up there for a reason. And then in terms of being a rapper, he's just a fucking unicorn, bro. Like how we was talking about Twerk last week, he's a fucking unicorn, bro. Kanye's a unicorn. Because he's been, at one point in time, he was, in my opinion, a top 3 rapper. Fuck the producing rapper. I'm like, dog, ain't nobody fucking with this nigga when it comes to rapping. Niggas talking, oh, he be having help. I don't care about that. That nigga is one of the best rappers in the game, bro. Because it's not like he can't put this shit together himself now.
Right.
He got a pen in well within his rights. So
before, if you go back and listen to, like, because when I first heard his first 2 albums, I was like, bro, like, this nigga crazy. But I start hearing, like,
his wordplay is amazing.
His demos, like the freshman adjustments, and like he got a demo tape that's out there. You can still go find it. But like the shit he rapping about on the demo tape, bro, I'm like, bro, there's nobody rapping like this, bro. Like, it's just not like.
He's different. He really was different. The scene where he was rapping on the bounce.
Yeah.
For Hove.
That's when he really got whole respect as a rapper. Like,
and he told him, he said, bro, sometimes you gotta take opportunities. You would have never came in here. You wouldn't have been on this shit.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Because right after that, that's when Dame put him on that Dream Team mixtape.
Bro, that's the first time I heard of Kanye too. Was on that record.
That bounce.
But I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was gonna be somebody.
Yeah.
You gotta think that was 02.
Yeah, that's 02.
So Through the Wire wasn't out yet. None of that shit. You just know him as a producer. I was like, oh shit, like. This a producer. I'm thinking he doing this nigga a favor at the time when I hear the record because my uncle gave me the CD. No, I'm thinking he's just doing this nigga a favor.
That nigga trying to get his album to drop.
And honestly, I felt it was a filler track. I'm like, oh, Hov probably just doing him a favor because he done did so much great things for him as far as production on other shit. But when College Dropout, you gotta think about a nigga who came out the gates with 3 straight classics. Nobody else has done that.
It ain't happen.
Nobody else has done that. And all of them sound, College Dropout and Late Registration somewhat sound the same. Graduation, that's when he started transitioning.
Graduation don't sound like none of them.
That's what I'm saying. And that's when he started transitioning and experimenting with other shit,
Right.
but he still was within his pocket. Because he still got tracks that would be like on like The Glory.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Homecoming would be on there.
Yeah, Homecoming.
But the different shit, Flashing Lights, Drunken Hot Girls, Stronger, Good Morning.
Can't tell me nothing.
Can't tell me nothing. Exactly. And it's like, this nigga here is insane. I remember you always told me that Graduation was an album that really, you know exactly what you was doing at that time.
Exactly what I was doing when Graduation came out, bro. I had just graduated, so I knew exactly what I was doing when that shit
No
came
bullshit. And I don't think I ever told nobody this on this podcast. There was a time where I used to make highlight videos on YouTube. I would get like sports clips. I'm talking, you name it, I did it. Street ball, football, basketball. And I would take, at that time, I damn near had a Kanye or Wayne track on all of them shits.
I mean, them the only 2 niggas that mattered back then.
Stronger?
Like yeah.
I remember I put Out Here Grinding on the street ball video.
Yeah.
I did a Steve Smith highlight video. I did what song was that? Matter of fact, it was a Flow Rider track. Matter of fact, it was called Roots that I did. But I did Stronger for a Panthers 08 highlight video, bruh. Then I did Can't Tell Me Nothing for a Bulls video for Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
At that time, it was either Wayne or Kanye that I was putting on a highlight video, bro.
Right.
That just goes like, dog, this nigga music with highlight videos was the perfect match. Bro, Derrick Rose got an envy. And if it's still up, and I wish it never got taken down, but that's still up. Let me see if I can find it, matter of fact. Let me see. Yeah, Too Big, Too Stressed, Too Fast, Too Good mix. This a mix that a dude did for Derrick Rose MVP year. Bruh, all of the lights with this video,
Yeah.
bruh, amazing. I'm gonna send you this shit after the show. Amazing, bruh. But Kanye, that just speaks to his music. Even with, it's a reason why NFL, NBA always had a track for his at a certain time for a promo video. Stronger, there was nowhere you could have went and not heard Stronger in 07, 08.
Kanye need a halftime show, bro.
100%.
He need one, bro. He really do.
When he started, when Graduation touched down, because a lot of people say Graduation is their favorite Kanye album. I wouldn't argue it. Like, I always hear Graduation, but College Dropout is so nostalgic. A lot of people say Late Registration.
No, honestly, bro, Late Registration, that shit, bro.
In terms of the skits,
shit,
like the whole theme?
The whole thing, bro, that's that shit, bro. I was gonna say, like, all 3 of them albums, it's like a trifecta, bro. Like, you can't, like, for concept albums, like, dealing with school and just life period, bro, like, ain't nothing touching them shit, bro. Like, he put
Broke five broke.
The pinnacle, that's like the pinnacle
School
of,
spirit.
as far as concept albums go, like, that's the pinnacle of it. Like, there's nothing topping that
100%
shit at all.
facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, brother.
Dog, the school spirit skit on College Dropout. You're gonna go to school. You're gonna
Yeah.
get these degrees. My father,
My father, he
never had
he
nothing.
died broke, but you know what?
He
left
had
me-
these
left
degrees.
You know, I'm gonna be homeless soon, but you know what? I got these degrees in my box. I'm gonna be all right.
Dog, that nigga is fucking amazing, bro. That nigga is fucking amazing, dog. And you know, it's so funny how things come full circle because he got Lauryn Hill on Donda. But she was supposed to be on
All Falls Down.
She was supposed to be on All Falls Down. But shout out to Selena Johnson because
Yeah, that's supposed to happen too.
that was a perfect mix.
Because he was like Lauryn Hill actually did it, and then when it came down to get like people to sign off on it, they had Lauryn Hill had to be in it, do something that she wasn't responding to him and nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to do like a last minute audible and get Selena to come in there. and she sung the fuck out that shit, bro.
Bro, you know who I originally thought was the voices on those Makeup Mr. West?
I thought it was Bernie Mac. It's D-Ray.
I always thought it was Bernie Mac
He
on
said-
that voice.
I was watching an interview with him like a few years ago. And he confirmed. I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "That was D-Ray this whole time."
I thought that was Bernie Mac,
But
bro.
it makes sense
I
though
thought
because
in the beginning that was Bernie.
no, it's
No,
D-Ray.
it's D-Ray.
It's D-Ray because
I heard D-Ray in it now, but you sure that's not Bernie?
That's him.
it's D-Ray.
No, that's
bruh.
D-Ray on the Broke 5 Broke skits, but that's also him
That's
on
the-
on the beginning of We Don't Care. When he's
Yeah.
like, Kanye, can you do something special for the kids?
That's
D-Ray.
not Bernie?
That's
No,
D-Ray,
that's
bro.
D-Ray.
That's D-Ray,
Y'all
dog.
niggas taught me something. Today.
Because
I could've swore that was Bernie.
it's an
bro.
interview I watched. He was like, people think it's Bernie Mac because I did a hell of a job sounding like Bernie, but it's me, bro.
And then you can also see him in the doc doing
Yeah.
it. Kanye, can you do
Yeah.
something special for the kids?
Because he on
So they start throwing candy and shit.
Because he
That's
on he on a Through the Ride video because him and Cootie they did comedy together coming up in Chicago. That's how he linked Kanye and D-Ray. Yeah.
And then on Late Registration, Kanye, see you back again. Wake up, Mr. West.
Yeah.
Wake up, Mr. I always thought that was Bernie Mac.
I always thought so.
Oh, that's a killer track too. Heard him say? Come on, bro.
Touch the Sky.
Come on, bro.
flashing lights.
This nigga got one of the best catalogs
Nigga.
in music.
That
Period.
shit get you high.
Fuck rap, bro. Fuck rap.
Like your
Flashing
soul,
lights.
like your soul get lifted when you hear flashing
I
lights.
remember everything about that song. I remember going. Dog, that was the
Wasn't that on the Grand Theft Auto video game?
I think it was.
It was on one with Nico. The
It was
three.
Nico.
Yeah, Nico.
Was it 3 or 4? It
think
was
it's
4.
four.
New York,
It's
New York City.
New York,
Yeah.
with him and his cousin. Yeah, that was one of the dopest. I'll never forget.
That's one of the dopest songs ever. Period.
Yeah, that was D Block era for me. Well, I mean, we called it D Block, but that
And I'm not a big fan of 808s, but that's
Niggas
great
was
within
on
his
that D-Block
rights.
heavy run that time too, though. You right.
shit was real good back then, dog.
I remember
And that also speaks to the time because Kanye came in and remained himself, and he was
Yeah.
able to be impactful, not conforming to something that he wasn't.
That's right.
Niggas try to conform him though, because even in part 2, he
Talking
was
about
at
the backpack.
he was at the state property video shoot, and niggas was like,
He
man,
seemed out of place.
niggas was like, yo, like you sure you just want to be a because Dog was like, yeah, this the best rapper producer. He was like, just don't call me rapper producer. That's like, what do you say, bruh? He was like, it's kind of an insult. He was like, so you're not a rapper producer? He's like, nah, more than I'm an overall artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and dog, you can tell he felt kind of out of place at that point. Cause you had those Skino Sparks, all of this man. He was like, dog, how everybody on Rockefeller got beats from you except for me. And it's like, no disrespect to Oskino, but it's like, this man kind of looking past you, like low key, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we see where it is now. So I can really
Genius,
say about
man.
that.
I can't wait for part 3. That should be out Wednesday, I think. The last installment. But yeah, I'm really eager to see that Late Registration of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy phase. I'm ready to see that. And I hope they got some studio sessions for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy on that doc, bro. I really do. Cause that shit there, I would have loved to just been a fly on the wall for them sessions.
Yeah, he was definitely in a dark place for that shit.
Nigga, like dog, like that shit that he put together, it was just, that shit is insane, bro. Like when I be hearing Pusha T talking about that nigga, like how he just be giving him the keys on a lot of shit, I understand why he be giving him the keys to just go ahead and do certain shit.
He know what time it is.
He know what time it is, bro. That motherfucker is just a genius, man. And he lapped everybody that he looked up to. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, but he did. That's just what it is. When the first time I heard Lucifer, I said, bro, what is this? What is this beat? Like, how do you do some shit like this, dog? Like, that shit is just, that's one of my favorite beats of all time. Top 2 for sure. That shit is just fucking
crazy.
amazing,
That beat
bro.
crazy as hell.
That shit is crazy. This nigga Kanye just a fucking genius, man. A genius, dog. So what y'all thinking about that new Kodak and Conway, man?
That new Conway.
That
crazy.
shit hard.
That shit hard.
You ain't heard that shit,
You heard
Seth?
new Conway album?
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
he got
hear
some
Conway.
features on that motherfucker too.
I didn't know he had a new one come. Shit.
It just came out, innit?
Just came out Friday.
Bruh.
I was listening to Kodak.
Hey, that
It's
album,
called God Don't Make
yeah,
Mistakes.
God don't make mistakes.
I gotta check
He
that.
talked about a
Conway's
lot of-
actually my favorite.
Bro, he got
out of the
Beanie
group.
Siegel out the gates on this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanye's.
Even
Conway's
T.I. did a
actually-
stick on that album too
yeah, my
now.
favorite. I kept saying
T.I.,
it. 'Cause
yup.
I just like the way he talked. Like I like his. I
Yeah,
like
he
his
talk. He be
style.
talking, dog. He be talking, bro.
He be flowing, bro.
He
Like,
got Jill
the
Scott
song-
on here too.
The song with my favorite song though is the song with him, Jay Skis and Seventh Letter. Them niggas was fucking going crazy on that shit, bro. I like Jay Skis verse the best.
I love
though.
Tear Gas with Ross and Wayne.
Yeah, that shit hard too. But that song with him, Jay Skis and Seventh Letter, them
Yeah.
niggas was going crazy. That Jay Skis brought the LaVista.
Chanel Pearls with Jill Scott. That
Oh
shit
yeah,
hard too.
yeah. That shit hard too. But bruh, this nigga rhymed
Their
LaVista
Wild Chapters
Sanal-
with T.I.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. T.I. did the thing on that.
Yeah, you gotta
album.
check that shit out, Seth.
I'm downloading
Yeah,
it
you
right
gotta
now.
check
But
that out.
I didn't get a chance to listen to
Download it
Kodak.
right now.
Y'all say I was fucking with Kodak.
Oh, that
right?
shit good.
Yeah, I was.
He
listening
bounced
to
back like a motherfucker.
He bounced back?
Yeah.
I don't think he ever felt. Well, I'm a Kodak.
He had a
fan.
time where he was putting out some mid, bro.
Yeah,
Well, you just keeping the money flowing.
that's
I get it.
cool. That's
You
cool.
know what I'm saying? But
I still got to judge it
there's
accordingly.
like, matter of fact, I haven't even got. I listened to what I Wish on there, where she just debuted with a video and shit. But I like that shit hard. The lyrics on that shit.
My
Kodak
shit,
is-
my shit is Usain Boo.
You
That
saying boo? I just was
that shit
listening to
hard.
that last night. Yeah.
That shit hard. Let me know out the gate hard.
Let me know at the gate. I was listening at pulling up. Let me know.
Let me know that shit hard. On everything hard. Midas touch, that bitch hard.
Yak is Yak
Elite
definitely-
division?
It's his time. It's his time now.
Facts.
If he could stay out of trouble, it's his time. It's his first full year out of prison.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can keep his little run up. And then I saw that he just
Because I wasn't a Kodak fan when he first came out. I started listening to more Kodak around 2017. What was that? Painted Pictures?
yeah, I think so.
That was around that time.
Yeah.
Then I went back and listened to Project Baby. That nigga was a dog coming out the gates. I understand
He
it.
been young as hell too.
Because when Project, that was 2013.
Yeah,
When
he been doing it. He been rapping for a minute.
He been rapping since he been like
I saw
11,
his,
12 years old.
Bro,
When I heard
I didn't even know-
Skrilla is when I
Yeah.
started looking at his stuff on YouTube.
He was
and I
rapping
saw
before
him
then.
as
Bro,
Right,
I
he-
didn't even know that meme, that popular meme of the guy looking back in the car. That
That's
was
Kodak.
him.
Yeah, that's him. in
that
the
was
Bentley.
that was him 3 bodies ago.
Bro, he done got big
He
as
done more.
fuck.
He was skinny. He kind of got big. He got skinny again, and now he is what he is now.
That nigga done got fat, bro.
Sir.
But Kodak, yeah, he's special, man. This album, he bounced back with this album.
I just
for
like
sure.
that he's Haitian and he's successful, and he actually intertwined. Like he shows that in all of his lyrics, in the way that he moves, in the way that he
Yeah.
everything.
I wonder if he recorded some of
The
that
vulture
here.
references, all of these animal references have a lot to do with Haitian culture and religion.
Okay, yeah.
And,
Yeah, dude.
And a lot of our original religion, but people don't take the time to look into it because they was taught that it was evil. So
Yeah.
I like that he can be on Front Street and people get kind of out of control with it because they
Uh-huh.
don't get it. And you always fear what you don't understand.
Yeah.
You just gotta take some time to kind of grasp it. Niggas got some dope lyrics though.
He do.
I can fuck with him because he can actually rap.
Kodak really can rap. He do got some dope shit.
I'm gonna check it out.
What was the album at the Painted Pictures? The one where he looked like he was like in some water or some shit? What was the name of that shit?
That was a single when he was with A Boogie with the water one.
Dying to Live.
Oh, Dying to Live. Okay.
That has Easy on it. But that album, he was rapping on that bitch. I fuck with Kodak, man. He bounced back with a good album. It was good to see. I wonder if he recorded some of that shit here.
I actually liked his Bill Israel album a lot, but a lot of people wasn't.
A lot of people didn't like Bill Israel. No.
I like that one.
What y'all think his best album is?
I like that. What was it? Institutionalized.
Institutionalized is real good.
I like that. I like Painting Pictures. Of course, Project Baby.
I think Lil Big Pac is probably my favorite album from him.
A lot of people love that album.
He had a tape that was Heartbreak Kodak. I always liked that shit.
That Heartbreak Kodak was hard. I like
Y'all
that.
like Heartbreak Kodak?
I like
That
that.
shit hard as fuck. That's
I really like that
original
one.
Vultures Crying, all of that.
I like
was on
FEMA better.
Bill and Jill and all of that shit was. Yeah.
Damn, Lil Big Pac was 2016?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, time flies, bruh.
I like that album too.
Yeah, because it was Institution, then Lil Big Pac, so
Yeah, that Prodigy
killed
was
back to
on
back.
there, and a lot of different tracks was on there.
I
He was
can't believe 2016 was 6 years ago, bro.
speeds up.
That shit wild. A lot of shit came out
February.
2016 too.
It just was New Year's, bro. It's already the end of February.
Yeah, it is.
Like, that's crazy.
Oh, the first 5 months of the year, blur. Well, I say 6 too because, like, this how I look at my year: January, February, March, April, May, June, a blur. For me, July kind of slow up a little bit. August, low moderate. September, year over.
Yeah, once I done handle my birthday, my daughter's birthday, they, boom, you gotta handle Christmas now. It's over with.
It's over with. Yeah.
And we about to call Paul and start falling now.
Oh, I went to the car this morning, Paul, and the car was like,
Pollen
man,
was
what the
already all over
fuck?
my- I sprayed it off yesterday because of all the pollen.
Oh yeah, man. Well, you know, 2023. Oh shit, 2024. You know what year seemed like it was just there for me? 2014. For some reason, 2014 just seemed like a year that was just there. Like, ain't that really too much happened in 2014?
Yeah.
It was just like a smooth year for some reason. I don't remember really nothing happening in 2014, bro.
My daughter was born. That was it for me.
That was a big year for you. That was a big year for you. So we got to recap this All-Star weekend, man.
Let's get it.
Dunk contest.
How you feel about it?
Nigga says one of the worst all time. I agree.
I agree. A lot of niggas say they liked it though, but that shit was ass.
No, hell no. That shit was whack as fuck.
Got
Too many
called.
attempts.
Yeah,
Niggas not making the attempts.
Jalen Green come with a fucking chain and
After 3 times, bro, throw
hang
some
it
shit
up.
down.
Yeah, hang it up, bro.
Throw some
Hang
shit
it
down.
up.
Have a backup.
Who won? Obi won.
Obi won.
So you think he just won off technicalities?
Yes.
Everybody was ass.
Yes. Yes. But the dunk contest has been pretty good recent years. Like, nigga, I don't know how niggas forgot Derrick Jones and Aaron Gordon in 2020, bro.
Yes, he came back after he lost to Zach LaVine.
Yeah, like how the fuck niggas forgot that? That was a great fucking dunk contest.
It was. I felt like Aaron Gordon, when you really look at the dunks, they both did their thing. I feel like it could have been a way they could have gave Zach and Aaron that one because
Like
that
a
was
tie.
a classic, bro.
That was a classic, yeah.
Them niggas they put it all out.
And that
there,
was
bro.
2016.
That was 2016.
See?
That was what was that? New York. That was in New York that year.
I don't know where they was at. That shit was
Zach
fire
Zach
though.
was still in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Hey man,
Young pup. He was only 21.
that was like what his third year,
Second.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Now look at him.
This dunk contest was ass though. I'm not even gonna lie. Like you got Cole Anthony put on the boots.
Oh, my God.
He thought he was bona fide. Like,
Nigga in New York a disgrace.
He put his Pops jersey on and shit. I was like, all right, man. Like,
And did Nathan.
all right, bro. But he do in game though. He do be dunking.
Oh,
on
you
niggas,
do
though.
be getting down on shit now. Facts.
I don't know, man. I guess that the stage different though. I like the 3-point contest better than the dunk contest. So
Call Anthony Towns.
the skills.
Hey, man, I
competition,
told niggas, man, he the greatest big man shooter all time, man.
he just fuck Dirk.
He better than Dirk, man.
All right, man.
He shoot better. He shoot better from 3 than Dirk, and he shoot overall field goal better than Dirk. I've been saying this shit for about a few years now. Like nobody really fucking. Because remember when I used to say him and AD kind of in the same class? He shoot better than AD. That's what I was talking about. Like that nigga really do shoot a high percentage from 3. You shoot anything over 40% to me is elite. So when you tapping in the 40s from 3, you a different type of nigga. Because ain't too many people doing that. Over 40% from 3, bro. Anything over 35%, you a great 3-point shooter. But when you over 40%, you elite. 30s is cool. Anything under, you pretty much average. Because niggas don't really be shooting over 30% from 3 like that. But Carl really is like that, bro. That just ain't no 3-point contest type shit. Like, he really be shooting like that.
All right.
If niggas want to say Dirk, cool. But I'm rolling with Cat on this one, bro. I'm rolling with Cat. Cat got that shit, dog.
They both got 3-point contests, so they both got one.
Dirk won a 3-point shootout before?
Yeah, he won like 05, 06.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying that he didn't. I just didn't remember it. I really be remembering the dunk contest when this nigga said Derek Mason didn't dunk for this shit to be like this.
Damn, Derek Mason.
Derek Mason and Jay Rich used to get down in 01, 02.
Derek Mason was one of them ones. Bro.
02, 03? Them two got down 02, 03, bro.
The red Seattle Supersonics jersey.
Yes, sir.
Niggas don't remember that red joint. That red alternate joint.
The red alternate Sonic jersey.
The Mission Nets need to drop that one, bro. Drop
They
that
need to.
red Sonics one, bro.
They need to bring the Sonics back, period.
Yeah, they do. Overall, bring
I'm
them boys
surprised
back.
Seattle don't have a team yet. Still.
They deserve a team, bro. They supposed to have a
100%.
team because they be supporting the WNBA team.
You know, these kids don't know that they GOAT used to be a Sonic.
They don't. 07.
1 year.
Him and Russ.
Nah.
Russ got his rookie card is he's with a
He was a Thunder, bruh. They moved to Oklahoma 08.
that same year.
That same year.
Because I know on his card he's holding a Seattle's jersey,
Bro, I'm
bro.
telling you, bro. Let me look this shit up. If I'm wrong,
I know they drafted him. I know the Sonics drafted KD and Jeff Green though. Him and Jeff Green came together.
Yeah, 07.
Yeah, 07. But I do know they did move. I don't remember.
yeah, OKC.
All right.
Cause they permanently moved. Remember they
Yeah,
was flirting
they
with
was
them
flirting,
during
yeah.
KD's year.
Yeah.
But KD really has a Sonic year, bruh.
Yeah, you
But a lot of them wouldn't think that. So he the greatest Sonic all time, then, huh?
all time.
I'll get that shit to
I
Gary,
don't know because
man.
he ain't take them boys. He ain't get like deep with them boys.
As far as player, he would be.
Skill set wise, yeah, of course. But GP
Yeah,
held
yeah,
it down.
GP got that
held
shit.
it down for them boys, bro.
That's crazy how they did an even trade between him and Ray Allen, bruh.
Yeah. Swap that bitch out.
Swap that bitch out evenly. And they both did their thing on each team.
Yeah.
I remember when that trade happened, bro. I was like, damn, them boy really just swapped Gary for Ray Allen? Ray kept doing his thing. Gary kept doing his thing. Then his last year in Miami, he finally got that ring.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to him, though. Yeah, but yeah, man.
GP was ready to get up out of there, man.
It's crazy just to put shit really in perspective of like 07 was 15 years ago.
15 fucking years ago.
Nigga
bro.
really was a Sonic for 1 year and then went to Oklahoma City. I gotta get a KD Sonic jersey, man.
Shit out there.
They out there. I gotta go get it. I'm gonna get it on Mitchell and Ness too.
They out there.
Shout out to them too, because when them niggas deliver your shit, if you do next day, that shit really do be there the next day.
No, Mitchell and Ness got some
But
of
you
the
gonna
best.
pay though.
You gonna pay for it, but it's coming.
I think
it's
they
coming.
next day is like 40.
Like they probably got some of the best customer service, bro. Like, hands
But
down.
if you get a discount, that shit kind of even itself out.
Yeah.
So
It is what it is.
yeah, it is what it is. You be good.
You gonna pay regardless.
Skills challenge. Who won a skills challenge? They did a different format. I didn't catch it. I only caught
The
it.
format was kind of.
What did they do, man?
It was like they had a rookie team, but like 3 different rookies, and then I saw they had.
So what was the
Giannis.
shit with Giannis and his brothers?
Yeah, they had Giannis. I don't know. I guess you could have. I don't know how to. I'm gonna be real with you, Mike. I don't know how this shit was. I was watching. I was like, it's different because they had the Cavs. They had Jared Allen, Garland, and who else was on the Cavs? I can't remember, but it was 3 Cavs players on the team. Then they had the Giannis brothers on one team, and then they had like 3 rookies. It was Josh Giddey. It was damn, who was on that rookie team? It was like 2 other rookies on that team, and I'm like, bro, like what's going on? But I don't know, bro. Like the skills challenge is all right. I guess I didn't really catch the new format they did for it, but I'm not sure, bro. What do you think about the All-Star game overall? Because that boy Steph went crazy.
That's why I say I don't give a fuck about that. I say this.
That format hard. That format hard. How he got it now.
That's probably why I didn't give a fuck about not only that his slump, but niggas also said when that game got tight, Steph went like 0 for 8.
Bro, the man hit like almost 23s.
That nigga went 15 or 21 from 3.
Like, all right, man.
15 or 21, and also he had 50
He was
points.
at
Because he
one
was
point-
trying to beat the record. The
at
record
one
is
point-
52 by AD.
At one point, he was just fooling around with Trae Young. Like Trae Young hit a 3, and then that nigga caught that bitch almost half court, pump fake Trae Young, and shot it and looked back at that nigga.
Then on the side in the corner when he shot one, and he was like,
yeah,
and then ran off. Then the one at the top of the key,
Yeah.
he just started running back, looking at Trae Young like, yeah,
Yeah, it's levels to this shit, bro.
It's really levels.
You'll get in soon.
Bro,
There's levels to this shit.
I love the new All-Star game format.
That shit
I
hard.
love it.
That shit hard as
because it
fuck,
really
bro.
is competitive
You
when
gon-
they get
you-
down.
That third period, you gotta play.
So what they do is they play the 3 quarters, regular standard. Then what they do is they do a total after the 3, and then they set a target score for the fourth quarter. So it's no time in the fourth quarter. You just got to hit the number. And I think it was 163. So the first to 163 wins. It's no time limit.
LeBron walked it off.
LeBron walked off the game winner. Now, last year was a free throw.
Yeah, free
but
throws, yeah.
last year was the first year they did the new format. And niggas was real competitive. Like, niggas was playing defense. Niggas was locked in. And I just love the new format because they make it more competitive.
LeBron undefeated with the new format so far.
Because all before it was just like niggas just bullshitting, not really playing. Like 01, 02, 03 was like some of the most competitive All-Star games.
Niggas ain't start playing to that second half. That end of the third quarter going into the fourth quarter, that's when niggas start playing.
Yeah.
I just saw them Steph Curry threes where he was shooting and turning.
That nigga
away
was
to
going,
no
that
look.
nigga was going crazy.
I look
This
forward
nigga is
now.
nasty
I look
as
forward
a
to
shooter
seeing
I've
the
ever seen.
Now I look forward to seeing the All-Star game. I really do. Before it was like, man, I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah.
I look forward because I know them niggas gonna really be into it. So what y'all thought about the 75 announcements and niggas fooling around shit like that? That nigga Jordan hell, bro.
Jordan off that drink.
And
man.
I'm gonna say this, and niggas can say whatever the fuck they want. I don't care who your GOAT is. But the reason why that nigga was announced last out the 75. I'm just gonna say it like that. It's the reason why he was announced last. But that nigga Jordan hell.
Gotta be, man.
Nigga say that's an old man. That's an old man right there. Where your shoes at? Go lay some. We can play one-on-one right now.
Right now.
And they go dead ass serious now.
Everybody else laughing and shit. I knew J.K. thought J.K. knew your sense. J.K. was like, hey, this nigga ain't playing.
Dead ass.
J.K. ain't
Jordan
playing.
59. I think he still got it.
He's still good for 30-minute low run. He's still good for that.
Like one-on-one, I don't think it's a lot of average niggas beating that nigga, bro.
Oh, one-on-one, because it's half court. Like he don't even gotta take that much dribbles. He gonna fade away you to death.
He got too many moves because his footwork. So he only got to dribble twice.
Yeah, he gonna post you to death. It's over with.
And he's 6'6", so
yeah, like nigga. 50 now, he's still giving niggas half his age a problem, bro. Yeah, in the half court game, it's still a problem.
I think he dragging Magic right now.
Oh, he's killing Magic right now.
No disrespect to Magic, but I think that's why when you saw his face, he's like, we could do one-on-one right now. So, it was good to see him and LeBron embrace each other. Yeah. That was dope.
It was good seeing the Celtics squash that dumbass beef.
That was good to see, too.
It was good to let that shit go. It's over with, bro. Ray left us. He left us, bro. He left us. And went to...
How did you feel about it in the moment?
I'm going to be real with you, bro. Like, I was like, oh, when he went to the Heat, it's all right. It is what it is. Like, still got to play these niggas, bro. Like,
I felt like that timing was bad, but
it was bad timing. It was real bad timing.
Y'all had them niggas beat.
Yeah, it was really bad timing. But like at the same time, like, bro, like, I mean, it is what it is. Now, back then, I understood why Rondo don't boy him and fucking with that man. But like everybody down there on the edge of retirement, Rondo's still playing, but he damn near about to be out of here too. Let the shit go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, like you say, bro, life ain't but so long, bro. Like y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like let that shit go, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was good seeing them boys, take their picture together and shit. I saw niggas try to make it look like they still wasn't fucking with each other, but they took that picture together, so it's all good. The nigga Dennis Rodman went out there just being himself.
Being himself. Never change, Dennis. Don't ever change, Dennis.
This nigga was about to crash the picture with the Banana Club. Basically, it was Braun, CP3, D-Wade, all them boys. And then come on, no, it was like, man, get in the picture, bro. He was like, I don't know, like, so I get the picture. Like, that shit was funny as hell watching that shit, bro. That nigga Dennis Rodman crazy, bro. Like, still out there with green hair.
Dennis ain't that. Don't ever change, Dennis.
Nah, he can't change. He changed now. It's like, for what was all this for, bro? What was all this for, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I was in a space yesterday. Nigga was telling me it's a narrative that niggas are pushing for DeMar to be MVP because he's not impacting the game on offensively and defensively like Joker and Giannis.
How?
And Embiid, and the separation in wins and losses is only by 2 games. So he feel like it's a big gap between Embiid, Giannis, and Joker as far as MVP. So them 3 together, and then DeMar's down here.
Nah, DeMar should be up there with them.
Then when I said y'all going off moments in the season as to why he should be MVP, nigga, if he's the first player ever to have back-to-back buzzer beaters, he has the most fourth quarter points. This is not something I'm making up.
And the most
that
mid-range.
accounts
He got
for
the highest
something.
mid-range percentage too, right?
Also that too, but they say Joker is up there too. I don't care about that. In terms of wins in top of COVID cases injuries, been able to maintain.
He's
the
been
top
he's
seed.
been the common denominator in keeping y'all team afloat.
Now, had he not been doing that, would have been the conversation.
Yeah, it would have been clowning this man. That's what it would have been.
So why he can't be MVP? I don't judge MVP on just because you're the MVP. I'm not saying that he better than Embiid and Giannis. That would be stupid.
Hold up, man.
MVP is a year-to-year thing.
Yeah, it is, bro. So why are we still giving Joker such praise? Joker, damn near what? He in the mid to the bottom of the
They
West
saying
right
he
now?
doing it without Jamal Murray and MPJ. Cool, I understand.
Man, come on,
but
man.
the gap is where the beef came in at. I'm like, so you're telling me Giannis and Embiid are that much higher? For the most part, the Bucks been more healthy than the Bulls.
Way more healthy.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I promise you, I'm not hating. I'm really not worried about them niggas. Like outside Giannis, there's nobody on that team that they've been mediocre all year. For them to be the champions, they have been mediocre all year, bro.
They gonna fuck around. Let us get that 5th seed from the ass.
Nah,
Sure.
if they fuck around and mess around with the Celtics first round, that could be a problem for them niggas. If they fuck around and mess with the Sixers, that could be a problem for them niggas. I'm not really worried about the Bucks. Giannis is gonna get his, but as far as a team, so how can Giannis be that far ahead of DeMar as far as the MVP?
He not. When we talking about realistically, he's not.
The only person I can put over him is Joel.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. DeMar should be in MVP finalist talks. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I look at
And
DeMar.
then
this season.
he bring up the voters to me, and I'm like, bro, you telling me the voters ain't no different from people on ESPN? You telling me voters don't have some type of bias? And he had a fair point. He said, well, if you look over the last 15 years of the MVP, they pretty much got it right. You would agree? I would say, yeah. There was only one year they felt like there was a narrative, and it was with Russ. Okay, cool. We never seen a triple-double before. He was an 8 seed. Understandable. For the most part, they got it right. There's a few years I felt like somebody else could have got it, but the guy got it. It is what it is. But this thing about DeMar, it being a narrative, no, it's not. He's just playing great basketball.
Great basketball deserves to be rewarded with MVP. Votes,
If you have
bro.
the most points scored in the fourth quarter in winning moments, that means something.
That's the most valuable player type shit. Because what else does that mean?
And we don't have Zoe, Caruso, or Pat. Like, Pat been out since October. Niggas been in and out the lineup since November. Caruso and Zoe been out since January. We at the end of February. And we still been able to maintain a top 2 seed in the East with the way the East is now. That has to stand for something.
It got to. Especially when niggas saying KD coming back next week. Especially when they about to lift these mandates and Kyrie can play home too. Like, shit about to change. You know what I'm saying?
How you feel about that team, man?
About Brooklyn? I feel like when they get Kyrie full time, when they get KD back, how they say he's supposed to be back next week. I'm not saying niggas gonna jump.
Bro,
from,
the second round I think is like the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Even though it's 4 teams, I feel like the Eastern Conference Finals is the second round, bro.
I ain't buying that whole thing where they saying Ben Simmons about to be out indefinitely. Like, I feel he'll
For
be
what?
back. They saying he got back soreness or whatever, so they got to work on that area so they have more strength to catch up with the rest of his back. Now they saying it's an inconclusive timeline with it. I ain't buying that. I feel like he'll be back sooner than what people think too. The same thing how they did with KD. They was like he'll be back when he be back, but now all of a sudden he's gonna be back this week coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Ben is gonna play.
He's gonna play.
I want them niggas to play March 10th.
I want niggas to play March 17th.
And to be honest, I want everybody healthy in the East when the playoffs come because I don't want
I don't wanna hear nothing. I don't wanna
Exactly.
hear nothing
I
from
want
nobody.
everybody. I'm talking about 1 through 8. Everybody.
Everybody
I want
healthy, bro.
everybody
I want
healthy.
everybody
Celtics, Raptors, all them niggas. I want everybody healthy.
Well, so far we don't got no injuries like that hanging over us. So
Y'all meshing.
Lord being, we been playing great basketball. You know what I'm saying? We cut niggas ass.
Yeah, y'all dropped
Tatum-
the trap game to the Pistons.
Oh, Tatum is what he been scoring almost 28 a game for the last month now. I won't say at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah, don't break up Tatum and Brown.
Like,
That's stupid.
I feel like we good, bro. We good. We playing good. I think we fully bought into Coach Ime's system, and it's paying off. So, you know, like you say, bro, I want everybody healthy. I don't want a what if on nobody's account, bro. I want everybody healthy. I want everybody out there. Cause this shit coming. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna March here. April gonna be here before you know it. This shit coming.
I think the second round is really going to be the Eastern Conference Finals. 2 rounds is going to have 4 teams that easily can be in the NBA Finals
Yeah.
in the East. So whoever match up in the second round, whether it be Brooklyn, Boston, Chicago, Milwaukee, Philly. See, you got somebody. There's gonna be an odd man out in the first round. Now that I think about it,
Yeah, it's gonna come quicker than what we think.
because it's only what 4 teams in the second round, right? You got 6 in the East that can be in the Eastern Conference Finals. You got
So the East right now, 1 through 8
you got it pulled up.
is Heat number 1, y'all number 2, Sixers at 3, Cavs number 4, 5 is Bucks, 6 is us Boston, 7 is Toronto, 8 is the Nets, and then on the play-in sides you got 8 to 10 is Brooklyn, Charlotte, and Atlanta. So you know,
7 through 10 is a play-in.
Yeah, 7 through 10 is a play-in. Okay, so
Top 6 is guaranteed.
all right, so if we keep that 6th seed, or if because we only a half game behind Milwaukee,
So y'all can move up.
we on a 2-game win streak. Milwaukee on a 2-game losing streak. So that's nothing to get them boys. To be real with you.
Do you highlight regular season games in March and April before the playoffs, as far as wins and losses?
I mean, it depends though. Like if you like that top 3 team and you don't really care if you drop 1 spot or below, but like if you a team like us and you
I'm talking about like certain matchups.
Certain matchups as far as what like just
Sixers, Bucks, Brooklyn, Milwaukee last night.
That's what I mean. Like if
Bulls,
you're trying to
Celtics.
if you're trying to keep a certain seeding, then yeah, I would. But you know, my main thing is I'm not trying to be in no playing game. That's extra games. I'm not trying to be in none of that.
Yeah, stay in that top 6.
That's what I'm saying. As long as we in the top, I want to be 5, so I know we comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I want to be.
Bro, y'all can fuck around and play the Bucks first round.
And that's cool. I ain't scared of them
I
boys.
know you ain't scared.
Yeah, I ain't scared
You
of
ain't
them
really
boys,
scared of
bro.
nobody.
Yeah, I really. When it come to like.
Nobody Teflon.
Nobody. Yeah,
like, so niggas was tripping on me last night talking about, man, Mike, them Bulls look human when DeMar ain't on. I'm like, bro, I never said we was Teflon. We're beatable.
Anybody can get beat, bro.
Everybody can get beat. What is that saying? But we don't have Zoe, Caruso, and Pat.
That means something.
That means something.
That means something.
Bro, I looked up some shit the other day that said we're the best defensive team rating-wise when Caruso and Zoe are playing. Like, you know what that does for our perimeter defense?
That does a lot. And then on the West, you got the Suns number 1, the Warriors number 2. So that's all you.
No
done.
disrespect to Memphis, but I like they could get to the NBA Finals. If the Suns were able to get to the finals last year, Memphis could get to the finals. But I will say 2-man race,
right,
but they the third guy. I don't believe in Utah. I don't believe in Dallas. I don't believe in Denver unless Jamal and MPJ come back. I don't believe in Timberwolves. You already know how I feel about the Lakers. And the Clippers.
How you feel about the Clippers?
They playing for hard.
Same thing with Toronto, with Trailblazers.
They playing for hard because they don't have Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. So how far are they gonna go? And you already know how I feel about the Lakers. So honestly, it's a 3-man race in the West.
That's it. Them top 3
What is it
guys,
gonna
and
take
that's
for
it.
Utah to finally get over the hump? You get what I'm saying? Like these niggas be there, but they don't get over the hump.
Shit, from the consistent story we're hearing from the Jazz this year is whether or not Donovan and Rudy really fuck with each other this year.
Well, they both signed the extension,
So they stuck with each other, and that's
nobody told y'all to do that.
And that's been a consistent thing I've been hearing. Whether they cool with each other this week.
But
or
here's
not.
the thing: they are a great duo. Y'all niggas just have to get it done.
Yeah,
You can at least get to the Western Conference Finals, bro.
they ain't get to Western Conference Finals since they had Donovan.
Nope. Second round exits. Even
Damn,
in the
that
bubble.
been 2016. They drafted that man now.
The second round exits. Remember they blew a 3-1 to Denver.
They did blow that 3-1. You right. So yeah.
Suns, I think, going. Booker playing point guard now. He's actually been playing good at point guard. He had 25 and 12 his first game as a point guard. But Warriors and Suns, Western Conference Finals. But if you go on base, Memphis versus Golden State will be a 7-game series.
Oh yeah, easy.
And shout out to him last night. He gave us 46 last night. He's having a great year.
Yeah, Ja was in a different bag last night for sure.
But at the East, it's niggas who ain't gonna make it to that second round who are Eastern Conference contender. Real shit. It's some niggas like, bro, can you imagine if we get Philly, Brooklyn first round? If we get Milwaukee, Miami first round? Like, that's damn near Eastern Conference Finals matchups.
Still got Toronto
So
there.
where we at right now? 2?
Y'all would be getting Toronto first round.
5.
That's over in 5. That's right. That's about right.
So we at 2. So we would play we would play the winner between 3 and 6.
Which would be either us or Philly.
Come on, man.
I ain't scared.
That's an Eastern Conference Finals matchup right there.
I ain't scared of Philly though.
Y'all definitely can beat them.
Yeah, they beatable. We always had their number.
That's a 7-game series. Y'all in Boston.
That's what I'm saying. I would rather get that 5th seed so I can get the Cavs, but I'm not afraid of Philly neither though.
Cavs are a great team.
Cavs are a great team, but
They
they beatable too though.
And what's the separation between like 1 through 6? Because we only we tied actually, or no, we behind a half game.
Y'all behind 1 game to the Heat. 3 games, y'all up 2 games on the 76ers. And it's just like, after that it's 0.5.
And we played on Monday.
Y'all played the 76ers Monday?
Heat.
The Heat Monday?
Should be a tough one.
Y'all,
But I'm just ready. I'm not ready. Niggas is looking at our schedule saying we gonna see who DeMar really is, because I'm like, bro, all this shit is good and well, but we still don't have 3 of our most important players in the lineup. We are very deep as a team. We just added Tristan Thompson. Mm-hmm. So our playoff rotation can easily be 10.
Yeah.
10.
Most niggas would be 7 at that.
Bro, I'm glad I wrote this note down yesterday. So our playoff rotation, our starting 5 can be Zoe, Levine, DeMar, Pat, and Vooch. He be getting on my fucking nerves too sometimes. Like, that nigga can be more consistent with what he is. Like, he either play real good or he play like a fucking scrub. Then you got Caruso, Thompson, Kobe White. Then you got Javonte Green, Ayo, Derrick Jones Jr. That's 10 niggas.
Yeah.
So Caruso be back. Tristan Thompson, he gonna do his thing. Kobe White. I'm interested to see what a lineup would be with Caruso and with Thompson and Vooch on the floor at the same time. That gotta present some defensive problems, especially on the boards, because both of them could get rebounds. I would see if Donovan would ever flirt with that. But yeah, man, if we go on a losing streak, matter of fact, I'm gonna tweet that later, because y'all niggas ain't gonna have me fucked up, because I ain't gonna worry about it. So the Bulls ain't really like that. Okay, we'll see when we get them, because Zoe would be back, Caruso would be back. Even if Pat don't come back, I still think we could get to the finals. 100% facts. But we'll see. There's a lot of good matchups coming up, though. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of good Sixers and Knicks playing right now, and that ain't really a good matchup. But, just looking at the NBA slate, like on Monday, you got us in the Heat. Who are the TNT games? Hawks and Celtics on Tuesday. Lakers, Mavericks. Then Wednesday on ESPN, you got Trailblazers and Suns. Sixers and Knicks again. Thursday, you got Grizzlies, Celtics. That's going to be a good game. Then you got Lakers, Clippers again. About tired of that shit. They need to pack that series up. Friday, you got Bucks and Bulls. And Knicks and Suns. Saturday, because you got the Saturday night games now. What this shit doing? Warriors and Lakers. That's going to be a wash. But looking at the standings, man, yeah, I think y'all easily can move up to the 3, because y'all are 36-26. Mm-hmm. We got 22 losses. Philly got 23 losses.
That
Cleveland 24.
That last win streak went on helped us a lot.
Damn sure. Y'all won 9?
Yeah. That shit put a lot of separation on us on the teams below us. So I fuck with that.
I'm just not believing in Bobby Portis and Drew Holiday, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I got a lot of more respect for Chris Middleton, but the rest of it,
niggas say playoff Chris. They ain't saying Chris. They saying
you
playoff.
see that, right? You saw that tweet, right?
I see it. I be seeing.
You saw that tweet, right?
I don't be speaking on it, but I be seeing a lot of things.
Nigga really put that shit on my shit.
I be seeing a lot of things. I thought the only nigga get that grace was Rondo. You know what I'm saying? But
But I thought playoffs, a playoff tag come with consistency. I didn't think it was a 1-year thing. I thought it came with consistency. Niggas have 1 year now. 1 year, that's what I'm talking about, bro. You gotta build a consistency when it comes to these tags, man. But we'll see. We'll see. Because if the Bucks don't come out the East, what's the conversation then?
Nigga said playoff.
Because I ain't gonna slander them, because losses happen.
No, losses happen. I fuck with Chris Middleton now. I don't want niggas to think this is a shot at Chris Middleton now, because I fuck with bruh.
Do it again.
But I ain't never heard playoff Chris. You know what I'm saying? I never heard that.
Just do it again, bro. That's it.
All right, man.
Hey man, we got a tough slate coming up though. I ain't gonna lie. We got the Heat, we got the Hawks, we got the Bucks, Sixers. That's our next 4.
That's on the road or home?
Hawks and Sixers on the road, Bucks and Heat on the road too.
Yeah,
So
that
Heat,
is tough.
Hawks, Bucks, Sixers.
That's a gauntlet right there.
Yep. But March you play the most games. Well, January and March you play the most games. March you got 15 games. So this is where niggas really gotta lock in. That's what I was asking you earlier. Do you really pay attention to the regular season games in March? April you only got 5.
I mean, if you playing, like you said, if you play the most games of March, you kind of gotta pay attention because, like you said, like teams looking to move up. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on, and being that niggas ain't separated by so much games. You're saying you playing 15 games. That means something, bro. So you wanna come out March 500 or better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't want to drop a dud in March and then you fucked up trying to get something. So
I'm ready to see Ben Simmons play, man. I want to see him, KD, and Kyrie play. I'm not ducking no smoke from them niggas, but I want to see these niggas play because it'd be good for basketball. I really want to see these niggas play. I got a chance to see Harden and Embiid. They look real good. That nigga Tyrese Maxey I like that nigga game, man. I like his game.
he's scrappy.
I feel like Matisse ain't really no threat, in my opinion.
He's a defensive threat.
Yeah.
I never looked at him as an offensive, difference maker.
I like Grant Williams on y'all team too.
He's like a glue player for us too.
Mm-hmm. Cause who y'all starting 5 is?
Is
Grant off the bench? Cause Robert Williams start, right?
It be between Robert and Grant sometimes.
Now who's y'all point guard?
It's either Marcus Smart or Peyton Pritchard.
So Derek White coming off the bench.
Derek White be coming off the bench sometimes. That's what it is. It's either Derek or Grant or Grant coming off.
Well,
the
let
bench.
me see from y'all game yesterday. Y'all niggas really have been playing good ball. Your boy can be coach of the year candidate.
He could, depending on how shit go.
Yeah, Ime. So Tatum, Horford, Robert Williams, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
That's a good starting 5. And then in the playoffs, you only have like an 8-man rotation. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
3 niggas coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So Tatum, Brown on the floor at all times. That's what I'm really interested to see because there's a lot of 2-man duos in the East. You got like Giannis and Middleton, DeMar Zach, Tatum Brown, Embiid Harden. Then you got 3 in Brooklyn, KD, Simmons, Kyrie.
It's a lot of tandems, bro.
It's a lot of tandems,
A
man.
lot of tandems, bro.
But I really want to see Simmons because with him not being looked to score, it could be some beautiful passes in that bitch.
All he gotta do is one job and do it effectively.
And he do defense great. So, yeah. Dog, what's the outlook on the Knicks, man? I be looking at Tibbs. Tibbs be looking like he done with these niggas,
gold,
man.
Fool's gold. Fool's gold.
Hawks too?
I don't want to say Hawks fool's gold, but they kind of look
Them
like
niggas suck on defense,
they
man.
Fool's gold too, man.
Them niggas suck.
Coming off being an ECF last year,
Yeah.
I expected to be in the 10th fucking place, bro. Like, I don't get it.
So you ain't worrying about them niggas, right?
Nah, hell fucking no. Worry about what?
Mac, you better chill out with that shit on the TL.
Yeah, I ain't want to hear
niggas ain't
that.
worrying
Hear
about
that
no
fucking
Hawks, man.
That Hawks shit. Y'all was cool last year. Y'all was supposed to get to the finals last year, though. You know what I'm saying? We going off that. But it's like, I know, man. They on Fool's Gold watch. You know what I'm saying? Knicks, Julius Randle fooled y'all.
It's a few niggas who fool niggas in the East.
You know what I'm saying?
Julius, Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Nigga getting max money.
He been at Max Talks too. That's the thing. It's
And
like,
what's so crazy? He getting saved now though.
Oh yeah.
Because Maxie picking up his slack
Oh,
and he
yeah.
hanging them.
It's like he
could be under the.
It's like he under the radar. But no, nigga, no, you need to be held accountable.
He should
bro.
be getting 20 a night.
He should be getting 20 a night easy.
That nigga had 9 the last game.
How Danny Green won't be fatter than you, bro?
Man, listen. Matter of fact, this is live. Let me see what he doing right now. Matter of fact,
Oh, man.
because niggas be hating him on the parlays.
Oh, I don't even focus Tobias on no parlay no more.
Niggas hate him.
I learned my lesson real early in the game.
Oh, okay, look at the top 3 scores and look what he got. He at the top. But look at the score though. See, that's the shit. He can fly under
He
that
can fly
shit.
under that.
Exactly.
You can drop a donut and it'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I don't like about that nigga, bro.
But you supposed to be doing more than Maxey.
You supposed to be
Oh,
way.
harder than Embiid? Okay.
Maxey
but you
should
supposed to be
not-
the third guy.
Maxey should not be outplaying you, bro.
It should not be.
You know what I'm saying? And it's cool if he is. I fuck with Maxey, but that's
He ain't gonna get no heat.
That shouldn't be his job to
He ain't gonna get no
consistently
heat.
be dragging you
He
every
ain't gonna
night,
get no
bro.
heat. He ain't gonna get no heat.
That shit whack. That shit, I don't like that.
Niggas
nigga,
been
bro.
on Tobias. Niggas like you been on that nigga head.
He been fools going,
Because to
bro.
be honest, it's cool to get on Simmons because him and them was a leader. But
Nah,
Tobias Harris was
they
ass.
paid that man to come in to do a certain job.
He was
now.
ass. How you have a game with him and Seth is the only one who scored in the second half?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Tobias Harris don't be getting no heat, bro.
He just out there getting cardio, bro. And that shit ain't right. That shit ain't right, bro. I don't like shit like that. Cause they quick to jump on Simmons. Yeah, Simmons he ain't do what he supposed to do. Cool.
But you a scorer.
You a scorer though. You built your resume with your teams before the.
That's how you got a contract post the Clippers.
Exactly. You built a resume off you being a scorer. So now you in here.
Stan never liked him.
You know he never did.
Stan never liked Tobias Harris, bro.
That nigga ass, bro. Like,
And he getting max money.
getting max money, bro. Robbery, bro.
Robbery.
Hey, it is what it is, though, bro. Brothers finessing these teams.
That nigga
bro.
really can skate all the way in the playoffs, putting up 9 a game probably.
That shit nasty. Off
He
a
got to do
max
better.
deal. Off a max deal.
Yeah, off a max. Yeah. We got anything else before we get up out of here, man?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. You know, I'm good, man. I ain't got nothing else, bro. Shout out to everybody in the city, like how we do every week, spreading that love. You know, everybody doing their thing around here, man. You know what I'm saying? Continue to be great.
Yes, sir.
So like we say every episode, man, you hear anything on here to get you in your feelings type of way, always remember,
We're just messages.
we out.